do you realize that there was a call of sadness all the way from Canada? Of Etho's cries of the penguin. He cries out in the middle of the night, Etho does, for the penguins that were robbed of him. Oh, hi. Welcome to stream. Let's play. I got big plans, guys. Big plans. Big plans. Great plans. Also, big face. So, we've got stuff to do. We've got great stuff to do. So, one of the things we need to do today is either, and you have the choice to decide what we're going to do, terraform this area and the riverbed through this area. So we've done this section of the river all the way through here way back months ago. And then off camera, I've been doing this section over here. We got that completed about 2 months ago, but we never got this area complete on this side. And we haven't finished the terraforming here. I have run out of rockets. And the other thing we could do, and we'll fly over there in just 1 second once I have my rockets. The other thing I was thinking we could do today, besides our discussion of Gamers Outreach event, which is amazing. Let's see. Where am I going again? I just had a brain malfunction. I'm like, where am I going? Why am I here? Where am I? No, we're going over the shopping district. So that was an idea, right? The other idea is to put the creakings. Is it the creakings or crackings? It's crackings, right? Crackings. The crackings in their spots at the mob boss shop. So in the office, there is 4 little spots for them, but the previous update we had did not work.
Colors 312 cheered X 1000. Hi Scar.
Hello there.
My birthday is on MCC Day. I hope to watch winners POV. You guys.
Oh, let's go. I can't wait for
so
MCC. I'm super excited.
Now,
I've been practicing.
I hope you have a nice day and nice stream.
I've been practicing. Very excited. Oh, Jelly, you're gonna fall.
Svaritsa tipped $3.
You're gonna fall.
Been super duper anxious all day.
There.
Scar stream is the perfect cure. Less than 3.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very excited for MCC. We've got a great team, and we're gonna kill it. Now, when I'm ever with Ant Frost, I always do really well. Ant Frost, and JoJo. Those two are like good S tiers for me. They have like the right amount of like, let's go team, rawr, but not be like you. Rawr. So, I like the way that they kind of lead the team, and every time I have played with Ant, we've done so well at Meltdown. So I'm very excited for like a good Meltdown. So, but do we know if there's going to be a Meltdown yet? Have we seen the games yet? Hopefully we see them soon. Okay. In this room, I want to put a cracking, right? Cracking there, and there. So when you come into the mob boss room, it's kind of intimidating, right?
Loved the new episode.
Oh, thank you.
There's a Leo. Your astrological sign symbol is a lion, so you are very strong and not at all soft and fluffy like a lion plushie.
Yeah, I'm hard. That's right. Hard like a lion. Roar. You know, a lot of people have always said that my like Patronus would be maybe a lion, you know, so that kind of makes sense. Does the Leo, does it also come with like orange or gold or yellow colors? Is that its color pattern? Right? Is it? Does it come with a color? It is. It's gold. Okay. So this may be a little woo, but I was told my aurora, like the woo around you is gold. So fun fact. Okay. All right, man. This room actually came out really cool. Look at this. We got like this little like bone for like an animal to eat. We've got some animal heads on the walls. Like, look how cool that looks. And of course, our throne. Now, the saddest part about this room is that I've had no business. I've had no business at all. I've had no business. Not one single hermit has come here and said, Scar, I want a mob. It's very sad. I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad. Can somebody just come here and just entertain me by getting me a mob, please? It'd be really nice. Please. Anyway, okay. Let's decide what we're gonna do today. Should we put the creaky fellas up here, or should we terraform? What should we do? What should we do? You decide. Tell me what you want. I'll do what you want. All right, so we're off. I'm back to base. Can we get a poll? Can we get a poll, mods? Could we get a poll? That'd be great. Could we get a poll? It's gonna be amazing. So one of the things that I want to do today is open something that is from the mods. That's right, from the mod squad. Oh, this couldn't be a troll at all. They would never troll me. So this is a gift from the mods. From our delightful mods who have never trolled me at all, ever. Not even one single time. So I wanted to open these on stream at the charity event, but I barely got any time on stream. Like it wasn't much time for me to get on there because I didn't want to interrupt the segments being the main broadcast. So I didn't want to interrupt like Perma Master or something like that. And there was not a ton of time, so I didn't get to open these on stream. So I think it's funner to do it here on our stream here, just hanging out together, right? Right? I think so. Okay, there is a poll in the chat. A poll has been activated. Are we going to do some creaking? Are we going to do some terraforming? You make the decision. The poll's up there. And I want to show you guys something here. I think this is where we're going to put the food stand. So originally I was going to do 2 stands, like one here and there. But of course, as everything with me, it got bigger than I anticipated. So I think I'm going to expand out the pathway to here and then do the stand, one here and then one here. So for instance, we could do hot dogs here and we could do our hamburgers on this side. Maybe the drink here, and then on the other side we could do cotton candy, ice cream. Churro? I can't remember what the other one was. I think it's churro. So I think that will work. I did design the hot dog stand, and it looks like it's from the Nether, so I'm calling it Nether Dogs. I think that's kind of a funny name. Oh, nachos! Don't make me hungry. So what is that? How does that sound? I think Nether Dogs sounds kind of fun. So that's the name for the hot dog stand. I don't have a name for the hamburger yet. It hasn't hit me yet. It needs something, but it hasn't hit me yet. So I think it'll be cool. Nachos would be delightful. I love nachos. Anyway, how's the poll coming along? Let me take a look. Did I miss the poll? What was the poll results? In my tab, it says poll ended. But didn't tell me what the results were.
X500.
It didn't tell me. What is it? What did the poll? Okay, the creaking, not cracking. Okay, creaking. I swear I'm gonna call it cracking forever. Creaking won by 61%. Oh my! All right then. All right. What do I need for this? I need name tags. Minecarts. And how do you make them spawn? What's the other thing? You need the hearts, right? The hearts, the souls. Hopefully I have some of those. I think I do. I have one. But I can make more, right? I can make more of this, right? You need some resin. So if we grab some resin, and then we need some of the white wood, right? And nighttime, you're correct. Okay, let's talk while we're setting this up. Let's talk about the Gamers Outreach event, which was very, very cool. So I'll say if right off the bat, I didn't know if I was going to this event until the Wednesday. Wait, how do you make the creaky heart? Chad, how do you make the creaky heart? I thought it was, maybe it's Maybe you have to polish the wood? Maybe you have to have some of these guys? Hey, let's go. We figured it out. Look at us. Look how smart we are. Come on now. These are odd that they're actually replenishable, in my opinion. I always feel like this should be like something that you have to harvest. But anyway, let's just throw these away, even though I've been working so hard at organizing my stuff. Well, that's disturbing. Anyway, let's be off to the shopping district so we can work on this. So, as I was saying, I have really struggled health-wise since I think it was probably around October health-wise, and that's like just a downturn in my general like health, and then kind of like an accessory on top of it. My breathing really took an unfortunate hit, and just been dealing with that ever since. And like finally, you know, I go to an appointment in, I think it was before Christmas, and then they set you up with tests, and then you get those tests done, and that's like another month later you get those done, and then they're like, oh wow, this is a problem, let's get you right on in to see the pulmonologist. And you're like, sweet, let's get that done. And then they're like, it's gonna be about 4 months. And you're like, but they said it was an urgent appointment. I go, no, this is an urgent appointment. This is our soonest urgent appointment. I don't believe you. But fine, what am I to do? What am I to do about it? Nothing. Anyway, so yeah, so I waited for a long time as like my health stuff got worse and worse. Oh dear. Oh my god. Oh, what happened? Oh my god, what the heck just happened? What is happening? I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I'm just trying to sleep, and then I'm in the water, and a zombie is beating me to death with a hammer. What the heck? What the heck just happened? And then the official Minecraft account's in the chat, and that's really cool. And I think that's the coolest guy in the world. Oh my god, it's got a sword! What? No! I hope the sun burns you to death. Yeah, die! Please, die. Jeez, you gotta be kidding me. Murder zombie! You are all worthless to me. You and you. What's your job? Your job is... What the... I thought it died. How did it not die? Are you kidding me? Oh, it's got my hat. It's got my freaking hat on. That's protecting it from the sun. You freaking be kidding me. This is legitimately my worst fears right now. Oh, you God. Okay, we got this. This is fine, guys. This is perfectly fine. This is fine. We're gonna get our stuff. We got our bow now. Okay, there's our creaky hearts. Ah! Oh, it's Korean. Hi, Korean. Great, have you come to rescue me? Great, could you kill the zombie? Actually, maybe I'm gonna keep the zombie. Maybe I'll keep murder zombie. Okay, where's the rest of my stuff? Oh, dude, it's coming after you, Green. Green, it's behind you. Green. Oh, he killed murder zombie. Murder zombie's dead. Yeah, he almost got you. That thing's powerful. Whew. That was upsetting. That was really upsetting. This dog, by the way, you guys were all like propping up armadillos, the dog armor, like wolves protect you. This is the dog that you guys were just defending earlier, and not giving us penguins in that vote. Just to let you all know. Gray, did you find my pants? Oh, here they are. Oh, my boots. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was wild. Okay, where were we again? Oh, the official Minecraft account was in the chat. And I bet that was Anthony. Anthony, I was just saying before, coolest, chillest guy in the world. Thank you. Bye. Have a great time. Bye. never said any word, just came in, saved me, and then flies off like a hero. Bye, have a great time. Okay. All right. Wow. That was really intense. Okay, back to work. What were we doing again? Ah, yes. We're making our creakings. So, the plan here is to get a creaking in each one of these spots. And now that we can name tag creepies, now we can name tag creakings, we can have them in here. So when you come up the ladder, they're going to be staring at you from above. I think that's going to be super, super cool. Very excited about that. So back to what we were talking about, because we're going to have to wait for the night, and that's going to take a bit. So that'll be good because we can talk about the charity stream, and we're going to need a few supplies that I don't have. We'll have to go get them. So as I was saying, yeah, it was really, really unfortunate. It's the last few months health-wise. It's still rough, but after, I think, when was it? I think my parents and I were really not sure if I was going to be able to like make it to the trip. And it was like the week or two before, my dad just like, you know what, I'm just going to call him. Calls up pulmonology and just like, hey, you know, he's only gotten worse and he still has like another month left, you know, for trying to get this appointment. And they're like, oh, don't worry about it, we got sooner appointments. Really? You got sooner appointments when you told us that that was the soonest urgent appointment? And now all of a sudden you just have magic appointments that are they're just there, that just appear out of nowhere, just magic appointments? And so I went to the appointment and the doctor was fantastic and she had a plan immediately. And I was also just annoyed in a small way because I'm like, man, I've been waiting for so long and you just had this insta plan. This whole insta plan just out of, I don't think you can lead a creaking. I don't know if you can, but I'm going to try. Okay, sweet. And then we need mine carts. We're going to need a little bit of extra iron. Nailed it. Okay. So luckily she had a pretty good plan based on my pulmonary function test, which showed like my normal neuromuscular weakness, but showed like some obstruction stuff. And so she got me on some medicine. One of them, unfortunately, requires use a nebulizer 2 times a day. So you got to pour the things and hook it up and the masks and all this nonsense that is exhausting. And then some additional like inhalers that I can use when I get into a sticky situation. And so I was using that for about a week before the event, hoping it was going to help. And then the event's getting closer and closer, and I'm not really seeing any progress. And then the decision was like, hey, let's just try. Let's just try to make it. So on that Wednesday, after a lot of deliberation, we were like, okay, I think we can make it. And then Zach, to make it like super easy on me, had a car to come pick me up at my house and drive me to Seattle.
Roaming radio.
So that was like
$3. Hey Scar, your hair looks nice today. I was in the hospital for a week when I was a kid and I used a go-kart back in 2010 before was quarantined.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's really cool. That's I love hearing. Well, I don't love hearing that you've been in the hospital, but I love hearing that the carts were of a help or of some kind. So that is really wonderful. And I do need a haircut. I agree. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So the car came, it picked my dad and I up and took us. This was all like done at like the last minute, and so that was good. And then getting there, it was so weird to like have all your bags right and travel and just like arrive at your destination and not feel like you just got beat up with a stick by the airline. I haven't traveled in a long time, not on an airplane like that, and not get to the destination and feel like you just got beat with a bat. Like the last 2 times flying to San Diego and Las Vegas was such an utter disaster. Oh my God. You know, in Vegas, I get a concussion getting off the plane and end up in the emergency room. And then in San Diego, I just get berated by the like the desk agents. So it was nice. It was nice not to feel like I got like beat up. So that was a solid. So that was a solid travel, which is rare in my experience. Let's see. Okay, so we need to do some thinking here. We might need to remove this block because we're gonna bring the track. Okay. You know why I'm doing this particular way? Because I've done this before, guys. I did this and all my creakings despawned in my video and I cried. No, I didn't cry. A little bit. Maybe just a tiny bit. Okay, sweet. So we're going to do that. And I don't remember how I did this. Maybe just put some of these guys around so we get some creakies. Sweet. And then let's grab our roller coaster tycoon box. And that is our powered rails. And that. And we need to make ourselves a few mighty carts. Do I have? No. Of course. I need wood. Is there a crafting bench around here? I have to have a crafting bench in here. I have to have one. I don't have one. I have none. Wait, I know Wells has a crafting bench right here because I have used this. Let's get a few of these guys going. Sweet. Okay. All right, we are ready for the night. The night will be upon us. And we will strike when the opportunity hits us. And somebody's going to sleep, I bet. But we have a setting for that, right? Don't we have a way to say no sleep? Well, we'll see. Please don't. Can I not cap lock this? Please don't. Oh my god, can I please spell? Nailed it. Nice. Okay, so yeah, getting the event was easy. So that was good. And then get there, and then Zach takes me over to the studio. And then we meet Anthony for the first time. Wonderful person, as we've said. Anthony gives us a tour, and I find the jelly mural immediately, by the way. I hear creakies. No, quick, Scar, quick, fast action, bam. Nope, too soon. This is too soon. I wasn't ready. Hold on, we got this, guys. We got this. It's fine. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is just a series of unfortunate events. Oh, it worked out. It was all a plan, guys. Everything I did there was with... Shoot. Okay, this is fine. Let me see if I can minecart that guy too. Can you? Let me. I'm a professional mob capturer. Yes, got him. Okay, we're good. Whew. Oh, good stuff. What's wrong with my hat, guys? Take your hat off. No, we're updated to the new update. No.
Pet Resemblance tipped $14. Hi Scar. Loved your guys' charity stream. It was so fun. I'm wishing you all well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. The Hermits, we'll get to it, put on such a fantastic show. Just endlessly proud of each and every one of them. They did such an incredible job with everything. But we'll get there. We'll get there in our my stories are rambly and they don't go in a straight line. They go like this. We'll get there. So, we've learned this. We need to make sure we name tag them. Cub. Of all people, Cub. I would never expected you to be the sleeper. Out of all the people on the server, would never have expected you to be the sleeper. Never have expected it. Never have expected it. Come on, buddy. There we go. So went over to the studio. By the way, the studio is incredible. They've got so many cool props, like little Minecraft props, cool like wall murals of like Minecraft scenes. And if you watched today's video, you would have saw the one of the murals in the kind of cafeteria lunchroom is Jelly up on the wall. It was so nice, and Jelly's like trying to fish out like a fish. It is super, super cool. That is really cool. So the whole studio is just like incredibly designed. The one small thing is the lemonade in the refrigerator is sugar free, and sugar free lemonade is just sadness. So 10 out of 10 with one small complaint: the lemonade. But leave me alone. But it's just like an incredible studio, and such an honor to be there.
Hey Scar, you have been such an inspiration for me when it comes to my own health issues and finding ways to still do the things I love. Me and my family moved to America from Japan 3 months ago to get medical attention for me and my sister. We're still adjusting to being here, so are there any tips you would give to someone new to the American healthcare system?
Oh no.
Also, my sister Hotaru says hi.
Run? No. That is such an interesting question that I have never heard before. So somebody, from that has come to the United States. So oh man. Yeah, I'm sorry. My first reaction was to run. I'm so sorry. That's not being fair to a lot of fantastic doctors, nurses, technicians. The United States, for all of its faults, and it has a long freaking list. Hold on. Where is it? It has a long list. Very long. Longer and longer. But the doctors and nurses are fantastic. It's not like in the United States health system, it is not the doctors, it is not the nurses, it is not the technicians. It is the people that sit on top of them above that cause the problem. So in the United States, the tips that I would assume you have health insurance. One of the biggest things is that a lot of times health insurances will block your initial claim. And there is no rhyme, no reason to why they blocked that original claim. So what I always tell people is that just even the mildest pushback will usually topple them. And if they don't, just keep pushing. It's unfortunate. It's time consuming. It's exhausting. It's not fair. But it's an unfortunate side effect of the system, that you just can never give up. Like, you just keep having to like fight it, and eventually you'll win. Like 98% of the time you will win. It just depends on how much energy you're willing to exert to try to get that claim. So that's one of the frustrating things. But you will find in the United States incredible doctors, incredible nurses, incredible people in the healthcare system just trying to make the best of it. Hospital systems that I would recommend for complex medical things is Mayo, Johns Hopkins, and Cleveland Clinic. Now, there is subspecialties all over the United States, but as a whole, those are like 3 of the best hospitals in the world. So, for instance, Mayo got me off of a ventilator, which nobody else could do. So they were able to wean me off of it. They had a special vent weaning clinic. At the time, 10, 12, 15. I'm so old. There was only like 2 of those clinics in the world. Hopefully there's more now that are like specialize in getting people off a ventilator. So if you're looking for like the best in the world, like for instance, when I went to Mayo, I thought was so cool about it was people from around the world. Like you could see just all sorts of people from around the world who come to that hospital. There was this massive delegation from, I forgot which African country, but they were all in like full like ceremonial like clothing, and then they had like an entourage of like security, and it was just so cool. It was like, whoa, like and then there was this one guy, he was in this wheelchair, right? And he had probably 8 look like Secret Service people pushing him through. And he just sat there. He kind of looked like Mr. Burns from from Simpsons. He was like this, and he was just rolling through there. And then there's like assistants like holding like briefcases. So you know, kind of when people travel the world to go to Mayo Clinic, it's probably a decent hospital. If you're looking for that. I don't know. That's such an interesting question I've never received before of somebody who's come from another country to this America for healthcare. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way to give you good advice, but I'm just trying to think. Like I said before, the two things, like help with insurance. The other thing is like it's easy and justified to trash America's health system, but always remember there are really good doctors, really good nurses, technicians, therapists, and stuff like that work really, really hard in an unfortunate situation. So like, always give them props. Yeah, I'll think of some other ideas, but good luck to you, my friend. And yeah, well, welcome to America. It's an okay place, just has its long list of problems.
Mama Kitty cheered X500. Advice: find a family member or friend who can fiercely advocate for you.
That's a good point. I think that translates to anywhere, honestly. If you are in a health system dealing with complex things, especially when you maybe at times not able to communicate or advocate for yourself, it is incredibly important to have a friend, a family, or somebody to be there with you. It is insanely important. One of the biggest things that I've learned is if you develop an altered state, and altered state would be if you your mental status changes. But a nurse might not pick up on that immediately. This might be the first time they met you. And this happens to me all the time. Like when I am unable to communicate and I'm incapacitated or something like that, the doctors or nurses always tell my parents, like, now, is this his usual state? And I look like this. And they're like, no, this is not his usual state at all. Like, don't think that's his usual state. So it's incredibly important that you have somebody to advocate for you in all those scenarios. And to say, hey, something's not right. It may be just a small thing that they notice is going on with you. And in those situations, it is incredibly important. There are surgeries that doctors will not do if you do not have like a support structure like that. So it's incredibly important to have somebody, a friend, a family, somebody to keep an eye on you. There even is a new thing in the United States that's becoming more prevalent through hospital systems. It's still fairly rare, but it's picking up. It's similar to like a rapid response. So in a hospital, if a patient is on a standard medical floor that's not like a critical care floor, they can call a rapid response. Rapid response brings a number of different types of medical professionals to the room to evaluate, assess, and decide if you need to be transported to the ICU or have something done immediately. So that's what rapid response is. There's a new thing called, I forgot what it's called. It's different at different institutions, but it's a way that you as a family member or a patient can have a similar situation called, say you're like, hey, this is not right, and the nurse is busy. They're just like, yeah, he looks okay vital wise, and you're like, no, something's wrong. And you can call a similar system and they'll come and immediately evaluate you, because a lot of times a family member can pick up on something that maybe a nurse who just met you wouldn't otherwise, unless it's like very evident. So that's an important thing, is to advocate for yourself at all points. You will get lost in the system. That's the main problem, is you get lost. So, is it nighttime yet?
Cheered Dex 300. Take off the pumpkin, your hat, so you can freeze the creaking by looking at him. It'll help.
Oh, really? That's neat. I didn't know that. Oh, dude, we froze him. Look at him. Look at the little silly goose. He can't even move.
Strawberry tipped $5. Hi, Scar. The charity live stream was amazing. How was meeting Grian Earl? Any funny stories?
Oh, so many funny stories with Sir Grian. So, okay, first of all, it was amazing to find. Thank you. It was amazing to finally meet Grian. There's been so many attempts of me trying to travel to the UK, and they've been thwarted by pandemics, passports, realization that my concentrator wouldn't work on a, you know, it's just like so many different things. So it was so cool to finally meet Grian. I was like so nervous to finally meet Grian. So yeah, it was really cool. So the first day, right? We're driving in the SUV from the hotel to the studio, and my oxygen concentrator, as always, is just in a constant state of broken. You guys, you've know this. Like it's been a. I'm just gonna name you one for now, by the way. So it's just been in a constant state of broken, and we're traveling. It's kind of quiet in the car, and the machine, the concentrator itself, just goes, breathing not detected. It was so awkward. It was so awkward. Because it's like I am breathing, and then there was a point where I kind of wondered a little bit inside, am I actually breathing? And it didn't even give off like a beep or anything. It just said breathing not detected. And I swear, like there was a moment there I had to double check to make sure I was breathing. Can you just go on the minecart? So it was really fun to meet Grian. Oh my gosh, oh, there's an armor stand here. That's why I can't put anything right there. This is tricky, guys. This is big tricky stuff right here. Only a professional mob mover can deal with these.
$3. Hello there.
Hello there.
My cats and I love your videos, and one of them is with me right now.
Oh,
you're amazing. By the way, your ooze is looking good today. Less than 3.
My what? Oh my god. Oh my god. No. I'm looking at your face. I'm looking at your face. Oh gosh. Okay, we're building our health back up. This is fine, guys. This is how a professional operates. You may think, Scar, you don't know what you're doing. I'll counter that. I don't know what I'm doing. Never mind. Okay, our health is building up. Okay. So my stories are very convoluted, by the way, guys. As I said, when I tell my stories, they're like this. So yeah, we got to meet up with Grian. Then we went over to the event, and we set up for the second. I think that was the second day, so that was Friday. We set up from around 9 or 8 in the morning till I think we left the studio at around 7:45 or around 8:15, somewhere around then. We left the studio, so that was an entire day of setup. And oh, ow, that hurt. Oh gosh, this is just, I can't put the track down on all these spots because of the minecarts or the armor stands. This is tricky, guys. So yeah, we were there all day. I was pretty much just fretting the whole time because my computer wasn't set up until like 7:15. So I was just reeling around, seeing what I could do to help people until my computer was set up. But it was a lot of work. Like the amount of work that all the Hermits put into it was just absolutely incredible. And for Mojang to like trust us, to allow us to come to the studio, to ransackle the whole place and, you know, put up monitors and computers and run cable and sets and all of that, like that was really cool. I think that's really special that they trusted us in that way to come there to their studio and not like make a mess. Seriously?
Ethan Crowley tipped $3. I meant the ooze sign in your base. It's near the gate to the clown prison.
That says zoo, not ooze. Guys, what's wrong with my creaking? Is it defective? Did I get a defective creaking? What am I doing wrong? I am moving. Does the mob have to be moving? Is that what you're trying to say? You monster. What if I punched it? Oh my gosh. This is a difficult day, guys. I didn't realize these things are so freaking difficult to move. Put the hat back on. Oh, this is why I need you guys
Silver
around.
Chimeric
This is
alone
why.
cheered X300. It needs to not be frozen to go in the cart.
Okay, we're learning. This is the first time I've interacted with these guys, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, first day. First day, it was a big setup day. Second day, same. We got there, I think we got there at like 7, so we had to wake up super early. That's far too early for a Scar.
X300, totally true Scar fact. During the charity event, when Hot Ones finished, Scar stole the remainder of the milk and drank it all.
Oh, no. This is a lie. This is not true. I'm not a milk supporter at all. Oh gosh, that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know, it's not the hot sauce that creeped me out from that event. It was the milk drinking. Oh, just too much milk drinking. I could never participate. Not because of the spiciness, because I just couldn't do the milk. I can't do the milk. Won't do the milk. Can't and won't. But yeah, first day. So what happened when we got there the first day? So we get there super early, and man, it's so weird looking back. It's like that weekend was such a blur. It was such a blur. So we did the intro. What was really nice was we had, I think the intro came out nice because we had Sean from Mojang, we had Zach, and then we were able to...
Nuzzles cheered X500. I love your stand and videos, SM Scar. Keep doing what you love.
I love your stand videos, SM. I don't stand. You might have found the wrong Scar. But thank you for the bits, much appreciated. So yeah, we did the intro. So I think that came out nice. We had, Sean, we had Zach from the charity. We talked to Impulse and Joe and Tango about their experiences going to the hospitals. Then Grian and Zed, they kind of did their spot. We're kind of telling you guys what was in store for you for the stream. And then it just kicked off. And then I elbowed Grian in the lower nether regions, and we just kicked it off. It was great. And it was just such an incredible thing because the Hermits are great at making Minecraft videos. We know that we love them. We come for the Minecraft videos, but hey, the Hermits are also great at just being entertaining and fun. And they made a lot of really fun and really entertaining videos or segments and streams and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see the Hermits outside of their normal day-to-day videos. And that was, I think, one of the very special things about the event was seeing them and all the incredible entertainment that they put on for the event.
Silver Chimeric alone cheered X300. Hat off to trap creaking. Hat on for safety to move him.
That's big brain thinking. It's big brain thinking. Now, of course, an expert animal wrangler myself would, of course, knew all these things, but appreciate it. How am I gonna get? Why not connect? So one of the funniest things from the event was there was a few hallways we weren't supposed to go down. And it's an active studio, it's in development, obviously we respected that. But I made the joke one day, I was like, Anthony's like, and yeah, you don't go down these hallways. And I did, I went down them. I saw the next update. He's like, no. And I said, I saw the Happy Enderman update. Everyone was, it's not even that funny of a joke. It's just, but I think everybody at that point was so tired and delusional that it hit in that exhaustion way. It was like he's a happy Enderman, and he hugs everyone instead of strangles them. I think at this point, I kind of feel like we do need a happy Enderman update now. I feel like it's necessary and warranted to have happy Enderman. But yeah, we respected, of course, the studio. We didn't go down the forbidden hallways. How do we get this guy up there? It's just, so you might be wondering why I'm being so dumb about this. Well, here's the issue. There's so many armor stands in this room that I'm trying to avoid them. And that's easier said than done, actually. I think I can go like that. Okay, sweet. But yeah, I think we need a happy Enderman update. God. But yeah, the studio was so fun. It was so cool. I've always wanted to go to the Mojang studio. See, I'm hitting the armor stands. It was so cool to go and see the studio. And let's get this guy up there. Nice. What else? What else happened at the event? So many things. It's crazy. Before I started streaming, I had all these funny stories I was going to tell you. You start streaming and they all just disappear in your head, and now you can't remember a single one of them. But one of the people that was so fun to meet was Ren. How do I see? I actually need to go like this. Ren and I have missed each other at like every event since 2016. Because Ren and I joined Hermitcraft in 2016. We knew each other pre-Hermitcraft. And every event from Minecon 2016 to Minecon Lives to TwitchCons to all these different things, we have always seemed to just miss each other. And so that was really cool to finally meet Ren. And meeting Jimmy. Jimmy is like such a fun guy. Like Jimmy is so fun. So it was really fun to meet Jimmy. And of course, Martin. Martin, as always, I always say this, teaches you something every time you meet him. And it's just like all these different things. He's like, oh, you could do this and you could change that and this and that. And it was fantastic. And a huge shout out to Martin in particular. Like when he does the donation reads, just absolutely kills it.
The charity stream was so great. I loved Mystery Hermit. It was so fun trying to figure out who was who.
It was fun. It was fun. And I really appreciate Zed inviting me to that. So that was really nice of him. Did I go to the Airbnb? No. As I said, like my health has been so poor that the weekend was as much as I could handle. As much as that looked really fun. And yeah, I definitely got sad FOMO. Dude, I was on Hermitcraft. Nobody was online. And I'm just sending the Discord messages of like, I don't know, somebody playing Frisbee with themselves. Somebody just longingly looking into the distance. Like I was so bored and sad when I got home. But health-wise, it just wasn't the best thing for me at the time. But maybe in the future for some other event in the future. But yeah, I did just me getting there and being there was more than I thought I was capable of. So I think we did okay. I guess I'll just keep these in my inventory for now. Okay, so we've got two. So we got two set. We need two more in there and then we'll be good. This will look so cool, guys. Like the intimidation factor of having these mobs when you come up here. Well, right now there's no mobs there. But if you turn around, look at how cool that looks. And once we get them out of these minecarts too, it'll look even cooler. What else? What else happened at the event while we're waiting for the nighttime? I'm trying to think. Like I said, I had so many funny stories, and now I got nothing. Oh, the Jared Hess interview was so fun.
Triplic cosplay cheered X300. Hey Scar, I just wanted to thank you again for the amazing opportunity to troll you / and help out with the charity auction this year. The reaction to the snails blew any thoughts of mine out of the water. Also, I hope you enjoy the gifts.
I do have the gifts here. I do. We're going to open them soon. Yeah, Treble, thank you so much for creating the snails. They were fantastic. I did have to do emergency. I forgot I have to go get some wood because you have to put wood on top of this and I don't have any. So please, who's on the server? Please don't sleep, Cub. I had to do emergency surgery. One of the little trusses that held the car on the bottom of Escargot broke in transit, and thankfully you thought of everything. One, the glue. Two, the extra little like truss pieces, and I did emergency snail surgery basically on Jimmy's stream. I was right behind Jimmy the whole time, and I'm doing this like delicateness. I'm like, all right, stand back, this might get gory, and I had to like pull the piece off to replace it with the new one. And I think we even had to do a little bit of snail CPR. Oh boy, this ain't good. Oh boy, this isn't good. Oh boy, I just need some pale wood. Don't put your storage systems in a field like this, guys. Really, Really bad thinking. Wait. There it is. Run. Oh my god. Okay, we're out. Whew. So yeah, I was able to fix up Escargot. He was all good as rain, but absolutely incredible. Super fun playing with those and just having them there for the event.
_master_death_300. Hi Scar, glad to see you back from the charity event and not ill as well. How are your cats? They been behaving themselves, and are you behaving yourself? Give us a wild unknown.
I always behave myself.
THXS, love your content, keep at it.
No, the cats have been nuisances as always. Absolute nuisances. But yeah, the snails were so fun. So thank you so much for making them. They absolutely killed it on the auction. And I'm so glad that people have... Hopefully we get some video of people with the snails. I'm really hoping. Obviously, no pressure to do that. And if you want to, don't want to post anything, that's cool. I want to see somebody play with them. I think that'd be so special. Alrighty. How do I do this again? It's so incompetent today. So it's like this, that, and like that. Did we get another creaky? Ah, there's one.
Cara Plyman tip $3. Hey Scar.
Hi.
Kaz here. What was your favorite item that you were selling at the auction?
Oh my gosh. Well, the Scarland art book is always super fun because that one, people are always so excited about it. But I gotta say, the thing that Grian made and gifted me a copy of might be my favorite. And that is the record of the Hermitcraft songs. This thing is so cool. And Grian gave me a copy as a gift, which was very nice and generous of him. And this, of course, has, all the Hermitcraft songs on it. And then Pokebats did the artwork, which is just incredible. So like all the hermits are here and they're playing, their instruments, different instruments. I'm playing the triangle, which is just hilarious to me. Yeah, this is such a fun thing because it's just got all like the fun vibes of Hermitcraft. Work is like my favorite Hermitcraft song. It's got the Scarland Anthem. It's got just so many fun things on here. Please hold the goat father. I didn't even hear what the goat father is. Block by block, Elytra, honey from Joel. So Valley Girls. Oh my god, it's got so many cool things on here. So this was one of my favorite things on the auction. So that was a really cool item, and there was quite the bidding war over it. Oh wait, let's see, hat off, right? Or hat on? Oh, okay, we did it. I want this guy, so I'm gonna take hat off. Ouch. Okay, we can get both these guys in these carts and they'll work out very, very well. We'll rename them. I just have like one on here so we can do like quick names to these guys. And then where's my other minecart? Oh shoot, we need another minecart. But there were so many cool things. False's river suitcase, that was really cool. Joe's guitar. There's so many amazing things on the event. Where did? Oh, there it is. Oh gosh, I'm gonna eat real quick. Get this guy over here. Come on. Okay, is it hat on now? I think it's hat on now. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Okay, that's good. Okay, Cub, you can sleep now. You can sleep. I'll sleep for you. Thank you for the thank you. Whew. Okay, wow. All right. Oh, Pearl's artwork was fantastic. That was really cool. That was really cool. The artwork was fantastic. It was like put right up on the wall. I kept missing it back there because it was great on camera, but for me, like showing the items, I kept forgetting. I was like, where is Pearl's artwork? And the whole time it was like sitting right next to me. So day 2 was, I think, pretty special. So on the first day, they were able to arrange Jared Hess, the director of Minecraft movie, to do like a short little interview. And I was nervous as all could be's because that's a I'm just a goof. Like talking to somebody like that, it was a little nerve-wracking, but Luckily, Green's always a professional in those scenarios, so he made me feel a lot more comfortable, and I think it came off really well. I think what was nice about that interview is that Jared knows Mumbo, and that kind of, I think, made him more comfortable with us. Like, we know Mumbo too. We're all Mumbo fans together. We're big fans. We're big fans of his fans. We're a big fan of him. So I think that was like a nice little icebreaker. And like, he was only supposed to be on that call for like 5 minutes at like max, like max. Instead, he stayed for like 15 minutes. And so obviously he must have enjoyed talking to us. So that was really nice. It was fun because I'm a huge Napoleon Dynamite fan, and it was cool just to, like, for me, I like to thank people that have brought me like joy or happiness or something. So it's always nice to just thank somebody for creating something that you really enjoyed. So it's nice just to, hey, thanks for making that movie. That brought my brother and I so many laughs as kids. And actually, he was in college. I was like 13. I can't remember how old I was. Is it Hats On now or Hats Off? I always forget which one. So that was really fun. I was super, super nervous. And that I think it came off okay. I think the interview came off okay. There was some tech issues, but it was like they were coming in. He was coming in via FaceTime, and then that was being projected onto an Apple TV that was then being sent to the stream. But then we could hear two voices at once. It was a whole thing, but it's hats off. Okay, hats off. We're hats off. How do I get you guys down here without breaking my build? That's gonna be tricky. Okay, I can go like this straight in. I can go like straight in. Okay, sweet. So yeah, so day 2 we had the event of Jared Hess interview. We did Guess the Hermit, which was really fun. And then I had a long break while Permit Master was going on. It was really fun to watch Permit Master because the studio had a giant TV in their atrium like lunch area. So everybody who wasn't really participating was watching that on the screen. So that was really cool to watch Permit Master on the big screen with people. So that was really fun. Also, like, I at that point had so many beeps happening. My concentrator was beeping, my feeding pump was beeping, and it was beep inception. So basically the entire Permit Master, while watching Permit Master, I was like trying to figure out how to fix these things, because at that point I think I'd had like maybe 1,000 calories in the last like 3 days. It's like my feeding pump was just not working that whole time. So watch Permit Master, tried to diagnose my issues of my my feeding pump. So that was fun. It was nice entertainment while I was dealing with that. And I did get to witness Martin doing his Permit Master task of trying to like throw something. So it was like your best shot, I guess it was. And so he was at one point like throwing tangerines from like the second story. It was that was entertaining. I did enjoy that. So that was entertaining. Okay, is this guy going in? Yeah. And then it was basically wrapping it up. So it was like both like a relief and sad to end it, because we obviously had just worked so hard and we're all absolutely exhausted. So if you go back to the outro of the stream, I was shocked that my words were coherent, because you could probably like see it. You could probably see it in my face. Like, I was just absolutely shot. And I was like actually extremely relieved that I didn't really mess up any of my words. It felt like that entire event I was like fighting my brain the whole time. Like every time I'm like, oh my gosh, my brain was so tired. It was like embarrassing. Sometimes I was just like literally forget what I was doing. And so I was so happy I was just so happy that that the intro and outro didn't sound super incoherent. So that was very pleasing to me. And if you watch the outro, my party popper didn't go. So the whole time I'm like, I could not get it to work. So I had this like really like grimace face. I'm like, work. And yeah, then the outro happened and we packed up. And then we hung out for a while at the hotel afterwards. Just kind of like, I don't know, debriefing on just like what a weekend. Like what a crazy weekend that was. And then the next morning I had to say bye to the Hermits, and that was super sad. I was super sad. But then my dad and I packed up and we headed back home. But it was super sad to say goodbye to all the Hermits. It was a very successful weekend. And so many people put so much time, so much energy and thought into this event. And it really showed, I think, with the quality and like the care that every Hermit, Mojang to Gamers Outreach put into it. And for Gamers Outreach, they do so much, right, in the background. Organizing the signs with spreadsheets, making sure that we have everything we need, travel, all this stuff is all organized by them. And it's a huge effort. And we just thank them so much for the amount of work that they do to put this on. Like, obviously we're helping them by raising money, but you would be just blown away by how much work that goes on in the background from the support people at Gamers Outreach. So that's Stage and Joshua and Zach and like everybody in the background, just like making this all like come together was really cool. Your favorite part of it was the tortilla slaps. I missed the tortilla slaps. I don't even know when that happened, but it happened. It definitely happened, but I missed it. I had so many funny stories leading into this stream, and then I hit go on the stream and I completely forgot them all. Organizing any kind of event like that is a lot of work. Absolutely. All the segments that Zed and Tango developed, Impulse and Skiz and Korean for Permit Master and Guess the Build and all of that stuff, Ren and the Q&A, the hot ones, like all that stuff takes so much time. Did you watch Jimmy's vlog? I did. It was a good vlog. It reminded me of how much I used to enjoy making vlogs. Like I really miss it. I really miss making vlogs. So yeah, that was cool. Scar, why didn't you participate in the tortilla challenge? I can't put water in my mouth. Like I'm going to that water's going to go into my lungs, guaranteed. So stuff like that I can't really do, sadly. I can't do hot ones, stuff like that. It's just not. Yeah, it's a bummer. I can't participate in those, but it is what it is, and I have to just know my limits. I don't want to aspirate. I would aspirate if I had a bunch of water in my mouth like that. So that wouldn't be safe. Now, the story I've been meaning to tell. Okay, I've been meaning to tell this story. Okay, so how do I say this? I almost destroyed a $3,000+ computer. So day one on Friday. Okay, so day one on Friday, I'm getting my computer set up, and I have a desk, and in the background is all of like the cool little Minecraft sets. And then there's a separate desk that is next to, so it's like the desk with the monitors, and there's a separate desk with my computer on it. And that computer is a very high-end computer, very fancy, lots of lights shining. And my wheelchair has a smart drive. And a smart drive is a wheel that goes on the back of the wheelchair. And there's a little dial on the side of my wheelchair, and I can crank it, and that will give the chair a little bit of propulsion. I still refuse to have an electric wheelchair. And I like the convenience of a manual chair, but I can't always propel it like I would like to. So this gives me that boost that I need to kind of get around a little bit, right? Well, right before the event, we got a letter in the mail stating that the smart drive's propulsion system has been recalled. And I'm like, well, I've been using it for quite some time, and I haven't had an issue. The problem is the device would keep going if it was turned off. So if you're going, you turn it off, the device keeps going. So the chair is still being propelled. And so I'm coming into what they call the spawn point room, and I round the corner and I turn the dial off, and the dial kept going. It just it just kept going. And I go right into the desk. I smash into it, and the wheel doesn't want to turn off, so it's still applying that force, and it's also detecting that it's a little bit more. It's getting resistance, right? So the thing is getting resistance. So what it's going to do is it's trying to compensate to maintain the 3-something mile an hour speed it was going at. So now I'm fighting it. So I'm like holding the wheels, and the thing is still pushing me forward. I smash into the desk. The computer itself starts flying. So I whack into the desk. The computer flies forward. I let go of like one hand rim to grab the computer, and I'm still like fighting the thing. It's starting to like spin me like this now. My dad comes in, grabs the computer, and then the smart drive just dies. Like it just goes beep beep, beep, and it ends. Like it I don't know why it ended up finally turning off, but I'm like fighting it because think of it this way. If you're on a flat plane and it's going, and then you start going up an incline, the device is going to try to match that 3 miles an hour, that 3, 5, 1 mile an hour, whatever it is. So it's going to apply more power to try to maintain that speed, even if, you know, it's still 3 miles an hour, say, and it's going up the hill. So it's applying more force when it feels the force of me. And dude, I smashed that desk. I smashed that computer. It was scary because that's an expensive computer. I didn't want to damage the walls. All these walls are like really nicely decorated and, you know, sets and all this stuff. And oh my gosh, I was like dying inside. And then my dad pulls the computer back up. The computer like turns off, but luckily like I was able to turn it back on and like hook some of the cords back in that came out. And like a minute later, like production guys come around the corner, everything okay? Because they look over at my dad and I were like, yeah, everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's good. Yeah, great. Yeah. Really good stuff you guys got going on over here. I love the computer. Really, the LEDs, they're great. Oh yeah, the computer's off for some reason. Let me get that back on. So yeah, it was that was scary. It's hard to even explain like how that wheel works, but when we got home, we have 2 new smart dials coming for my chairs, and we won't have to worry about that again.
Whatever. That can be replaced. There's no replacing you.
I was very careful afterwards with it. And I just have like a policy in general nowadays. Oh, no, it's okay, my friend. I just need to break that. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that track where it is. I have a policy of never using a smart drive near stairs, a cliff, just in general, because that's terrifying to me, or near a body of water. But I just didn't think it was going to happen that way. And yeah, that was really scary. I'll be honest. That was a little terrifying. So yeah. I know. It is good that I did get hurt.
Cheered X300. It was an expensive computer, but you're a priceless scar.
Priceless.
Glad you didn't get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the safest thing. It's a little scary if anyone's familiar with it.
Cheered X300. Hi Scar, you and your videos mean so much to me. I like making custom crochet plushies of Hermits.
Aww.
Recently I have made one of your Secret Life skin and one of your Zookeeper skin. They are now displayed on my bookshelf.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to see a picture of that. Send it to me on the Discord or Twitter or wherever. I'd love to see it. I'm trying to think. There's so many funny stories like that one. Luckily, one of the big things from the event that I'm very thankful for is that 1, I didn't get sick, and 2, I didn't get hurt. That could have been a disaster, but I didn't get hurt. And so far, I've made a couple events now where I've managed to not do any of those things, which is really great. You know, I might go a little overboard, like hand cleaner, disinfecting wipes and stuff like that. And people always go like, why are you so crazy? And I'm like, well, I don't want to go in the hospital. If I go in the hospital, it sets me back. And So that's why I'm a little crazy with that stuff. But luckily, I have been to, post-pandemic, I've been to PAX. I have been to Vegas TwitchCon, San Diego, this event. So is that like 4 events and not gotten sick? So I think that's actually pretty good. I think the SCAR method of avoiding getting sick at events is very successful. I think it's very successful. So I think I have a great track record. I think I have a decent track record. Let's see, Scar, will you invite the Hermits? Let's see, will Hermits be invited to PAX East? I do not think I've heard anyone say that they're going to PAX East. I won't be attending, but there's other events this year that I'd like to, health depending. I usually know sooner to the event if things are going to work out or not. Are you going to TwitchCon in the Netherlands? No, unfortunately not. I'd love to travel there someday, but for this year, out of the question, unfortunately. I can't fly until my health or my breathing gets a little bit better. Am I excited for MCC? Very excited. Great team, really good team. You know what's cool, by the way? We are very close. We are very close, by the way, to... Let me find what I'm looking for. Hold on. Let me find what I'm looking for. What am I looking for, actually? Wait, hold on. I want to show you guys something.
500. Scar, I'm so grateful that you didn't get hurt. We still need your presence in this world. Also, I made a Secret Life Scar cape and it's almost finished after 4 months of working on it.
Oh, that's
it's my
awesome.
First cape and I'm really proud of it. You're such a big inspiration for me, genuinely, and I hope you're doing good, D.
Let me, so this is the page, right? Hermitcraft, and this just shocks me. We raised $846,000, and this total keeps going up. One thing I wanted to say was that there was like some people that were like disappointed in some way that we didn't make more than we did last year in the chat. And to me, this is a huge win. Like, this is a massive win. And I don't always like the mentality of always having to top yourself. I feel like that trend tends too much into like toxic like feelings towards yourself or stuff. So I always just have the stance like, if you come close, that's a win. That's a huge freaking win. So I also want to point out, like, because there was some people that were a little disappointed for some reason, but I just don't think that's a healthy mentality to always think you have to top yourself every single time. You always do your best, but never feel like you always have to top yourself, because that generally just leads to disappointment or whatever. Just be proud of what you can do and what you can achieve. And it's a much healthier mentality. Now, I will point out that last year we received a $50,000 donation with a match, which made it $100,000. And this year, which was really great, we had a significantly higher amount of small donor donations. And so to me, that's a huge, massive freaking win. And even if we raised $10, that's a win. $1 is a win. So everybody who was able to contribute to this monetarily or support-wise, because even if you weren't able to donate, you helped us raise this money by being in the chat, hanging out with us, sharing the link, and all of those different things. So every single person that was in the chat helped us raise that much, and that's incredible. That's such an amazing amount of money. And also the fact is, let me go over here. This total that you're about to see is just for the 2 events. It doesn't include the first event we did, but if we scroll down here, last year we raised $848,000. We are very close to topping that. And then, of course, last year we had the 2 $50,000 donations. So what's nice that I like about it is that we had a significant amount of small dollar donations, which I think is really special and really shows the strength and the passion of just individuals coming together as a community to make something incredible happen, which is really, really cool. And there's so many people that went above and beyond to make this happen. So it's just absolutely incredible to just shout out everybody that just it's put in so much time. Rum's down here. I bet I saw Rum in the chat. He was, oh, Rum, you and your Stitch jokes. I saw them. Don't think I didn't see them. But just all these absolutely incredible donations. And it just means so much from all of us that you guys trust us and that you came out and enjoyed the event and stuff like that. So thank you so much. And we know, like, from a group standpoint, that the economy is not great. People are hurting out there, but people still showed up. They supported us both just by support or monetarily. Every single donation meant so much to us. And then that, of course, goes to continuing the mission, of course, of deploying these gaming carts to the world. And as of now, we've deployed over 300 plus carts. More of them went out recently. Just the other day, more went out. They went to Perth in Australia, and they were so excited about them. They had like the local newspaper there and everything. So it was really cool to see that. And I think what's nice about Gamers Outreach is they're extremely like transparent with how the money goes, and they have one of the best ratios of like money raised to their programming, which is deploying gaming carts, which is really nice. Impulse is a bit of a genius, that's true. And yeah, you could just see just this huge list of incredible people that made this happen. So like just an oh, well, it ended. Is this like it goes up to 250, but yeah, you guys absolutely killed it, and it would never have been possible without you and of course the auction. There's still some money outstanding, so maybe when this actually goes, we probably will like match last year. But yeah, it's just cool to see all these fun items. The Hermits love the auction. It's just such a fun little thing to, I don't know, give you something as a thank you for your support. So yeah, all these items went really well. Now, from a feedback standpoint, a lot of people would love to get something from the event as a something to remember it by, but obviously we know that not everybody has, you know, $232 for a plushie, and these donations are a huge part of how we raise money for the event. But not everybody has $5,327 for a custom signed guitar, obviously. So maybe next year we're thinking of like having a sticker, you know, for like $1, or like a t-shirt, or, you know, something like that that you could both give to the charity and, you know, have like a little memento or something like that. I think would be really nice. If we were to do it again sometime. So yeah, so that would be something we would do in the future if we do it again. You know, we're always thinking of ideas if it happens again. So once again, guys, thank you so much. It's just absolutely incredible to see how much support came from that.
What was the thing with the doc slow down audio on the outro music at the end of the event?
Scar, what was the thing with Doc slowed down audio on the outro at the end of the event? I don't know. I know what played after the event. So I made that intro for the start of the stream. So what it did, it showed some B-roll from a charity on the go-karts. And of course it showed the carts that you have raised money for that are deployed into hospitals. So it was like a slideshow with Hermitcraft music in the background. And then it kicked to the intro. Now on the outro on the last day, we played Please Hold music. And that, and then that music had, I think, a Doc audio clip from season 9. From his like propaganda music playing. I think that played. Is that what you were referring to? What's happening? What's happening? What? It's daytime. It's daytime. It's daytime. What in the world? It was slowed down. Interesting. Yeah, I had no idea. Like it was a like I wasn't monitoring it. So yeah, I didn't hear this. So I'll have to go back to the stream and see. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't know that. Huh. But from your perspective, from the 3 charity streams, so just a little bit of feedback for me. So we've done 3 charity events. The first one was on Hermitcraft. The second one was our first time doing something in real life, and then the third time here was doing it in real life again. Out of all those events, like what was your favorite? What was your favorite aspects of them? Because we'd like to continue to do these things in the future. So feedback is always super important of like what worked, what didn't, what did you guys like, what would you like to see in the future? More on Hermitcraft, but still in IRL. I've seen that before. I think the idea for us has always been like, oh, if we're in real life, we want to maximize the amount of time we're doing things together. But one of the things I do see a lot in the chat is, even though we're all together, you guys still want to see us on Hermitcraft. So I think there's like a blending of the two that I think would go well. A full-scale Hermitcraft laser tag. Oh my god, that would be fun. Let's see. Let me read through all of these. Let's see. Real life together. More snails. More TCG. Special charity merch run for the charity. And of course, if we did something like a merch run, obviously, like, all the proceeds go to the charity, of course. One shot life series, is that what the nerf guns? Gem's bracelet corner, dude, that was so fun. I've never made a bracelet before, but making the Hawkeye bracelet with Gem was really fun. I really enjoyed that. D&D, Hermits and Friends, MCC. I love the Q&A segment.
Hello there.
Oh my god, what in the world? Jeez, flyby, a cub flyby. Oh my god, you freaked me out. Jeez. Ren killed the Q&A. Hey, by the way, did you guys see that photo on Twitter of Ren's ankles and how they were like twisted around? That's exactly what Skiz drew in Guess the Build. Can I get a side-by-side of Skiz's Guess the Build with those weird ankleless foot and Ren next to each other? Can I get that? Can somebody do that for me? Can I get a side-by-side of that? Because he did a self-portrait. Hello there.
Hello.
So we're doing a little recap of the charity event, Cup.
Okay. What part are you on now?
Oh, it was an incoherent storytelling, as always, with Scar. You know, when I came into the stream, Cup, I had like lots of funny stories, all this stuff lined up, and then it was just me like babbling on in incoherent rambles. So,
did you tell him about the room, the special room at Mojang?
The one where the Happy Enderman update is?
Nope. There was another one. Very, very personal one.
Oh my gosh.
You know, the jelly cat.
Oh, yes, we did talk about the jelly cat. Yes.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
Brandon RL. Cheers.
I had to make sure that I knew about that. That was really cool to see.
It'd be a lot of fun if you could get a community server just for the charity
That was great.
event.
They had a lot of really great
Maybe a
themed
raffle
rooms,
for
nether
anyone
themed
who
rooms
donates
with
gets put
lava on the
Hermitcraft
carpets,
MCC
gas
team
flying
next
above
to
the
community
rooms.
MCC.
It was super cool. Yeah, it was very. Is Tubbo in the chat? Hello, Tubbo. Tubbo, let's go.
There he is.
Hello,
Let's
Tubbo.
go.
Oh man, I haven't talked to Tubbo forever. Tubbo's a
Tubbo.
wild man. You know, he's out there just making moves. You know, waves out there, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Tubbo's awesome. Every time I've met Tubbo, every time I've spoken with him, just always come away with a smile. Tubbo's an awesome person. Let's see. What was I gonna say? So for the charity event, Cub, like, what was your favorite aspect? What did you love about the charity event?
Oh, I just loved being in the same room as all the other hermits, like just hanging out and you know, raising money. I thought that was the coolest part, just being there in person for many of us for the first time ever. I know I met, I think, 3 hermits I'd never seen before in real life.
Oh yeah, who was that? So probably Grian, but you've met Ren before, right?
Yeah, I'd met Ren several times before. Yep.
Have you met False?
I had not met False.
Yeah, that's the one I was wondering if you hadn't. At this point,
full screen and ZF for me.
And ZF. Oh yeah, this is the first time I met ZF too. Yeah, it's funny because sometimes it feels like you've met people, but then you realize you haven't. It's just we've known each other for so long that sometimes you're like, wait, have I?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, yes. Joe, you and Cub met probably in 2016 at Minecon.
Yep, 2016 Minecon.
Yeah.
Joe, we went to a steakhouse together, man.
You ate steak with Cub.
Yeah, it was a great steakhouse.
That's funny.
It was delicious. That was in Anaheim, yeah, Joe. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was and like what was your what was like
everyone was kind of mad. I liked it though. I thought it was good.
What was wrong with the steakhouse?
It was kind of hot out, so going to a steakhouse when it's really hot out, not necessarily like a thing you do.
Dude, that heat in Anaheim was intense. A long walk.
Yeah.
Like I've partaken in Anaheim a lot. There's of course Disneyland next door, so I've dabbled in the town before. That was the hottest I have ever experienced Anaheim. It was
extreme heat.
Wild. And the British, I didn't think the British were gonna make it. I did not think the British people were gonna make it.
Some of the British were like on the brink of collapse. Like the British are not accumulated to American heat.
No, not that heat. That was intense. I have experienced in LA and especially Anaheim that, I think that was September. Septembers can be wildly hot there. The times I've ever experienced the most heat have always been in September, but never to that extent. That was wild. Like poor Grian, like that was we didn't know Grian then, but I remember seeing him just like kind of looking like a panting dog. Like he had a long line. He was dedicated to make sure he met like all of his viewers, but he was feeling the heat because they kicked him out of the building because he was causing such a line. So they put him outside in the heat, and poor man, like he's like, I'm gonna meet everybody, but boy howdy, they don't have this kind of heat in the UK, and I'm a hot boy.
He's drenched in sweat, steam coming off his forehead. It was rough out there.
It was. Yeah. But it was a fun event. I miss Minecon. I wish it would come back, but I mean, we could dream, I suppose.
Same. Yeah. Wish it would.
You know, I really feel like we need another Nerf gun battle. Like we did it and it was really fun, but I felt like we needed more Nerf gun battles.
Can we talk about the Nerf gun battle? Because I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like the wheelchair tank that you turned into, I feel like that was a pro gaming move right there. I really do.
I told Jimmy, if I get shot, you keep wheeling me because I am only but an office chair at that point. And we came around that corner and the other side legit didn't see us because, you know, I may be a tall boy. I'm a tall guy. People don't realize that. But in the chair, I'm the shortest hermit, which is just sad. But so we're like under the monitor height. Jimmy's behind the wheelchair pushing, and when we pop around the corner, I think I killed 3 people in the Nerf gun battle.
I think you got me because Skiz, you know, he towers over people. Yeah. So like he's the highest I think our team was focused on Skiz. Skiz and Green, like there was like sort of like the main area, and then you and Jimmy. I don't know if it was you or Jimmy who came up with the idea, but you guys.
I think I just told Jimmy, I'm like, bro, we're going in. If I go down, just keep pushing me. I'm a office chair at that point, and then we just sent it. And then on my gun, the Nerf gun, I like added like little brackets for the kills, and then wrote MVP on it. That was awesome. So fun. So I found a back room in the Mojang studios. So. Really? Where we were.
You went exploring.
A little bit of exploring.
Okay.
Within reason and within the areas I was allowed to, of course. But when I need to do my medicines, Anthony's like, hey, there's this back area you can kind of go, and that's where I went. But when I was back there, I was like, hey, this area is like an abandoned area of the studio where they just have like a ton of merchandise. Like, you know, obviously like they're like trying different fabrics and seeing how this works and that works. So there's lots of like test articles and stuff. It looked like a perfect area to do like some kind of real life like Nerf gun battle in the future. Like if we ever got to do this
yeah.
again, like I instantly thought, oh my gosh, this could be a perfect spot to do like a legitimate Nerf gun battle back here. Because it's like full of like displays, there's just so much stuff back there to like hide behind and stuff. It could be cool. Like I said, if we ever did it again or something like that, I'd want to do a really big Nerf gun battle. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. Did it have a bunch of like Minecraft memorabilia and merchandise and stuff?
Yeah, there was these like giant containers just filled with like Minecraft creeper shirts. It was just funny, like seeing just so much stuff piled up back there.
Okay, because I got handed, I think Anthony from Mojang, he handed me at one point a bow, like a Minecraft bow.
Oh yeah,
but it was like a real bow that I used in one of the Permit Master.
Oh, that's
things.
Cool.
And I was wondering where he got it because I'd never seen it before, and I didn't think we ordered that specifically, but he must have got it from somewhere in the studio.
Yeah. It felt like there was always something. Oh, dude, down one of those hallways, I saw somebody unlock a door once, and they opened it, and it was like Toys R Us.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they have a big like stockpile of like merchandise and stuff to give away.
That door, like I was rolling down the hall, I saw somebody like put in a key code. They opened the door, went in, and like just the time of the door opening and the door closing, I was like, I had a momentary flashback of my childhood and going to Toys R Us when I saved up $6 to buy an action figure, and I was so excited to enter the hollow halls of Toys R Us. And when that door opened, dude, there was huge shelves of like Minecraft Legos, Minecraft like action figures, like everything was just piled up. And I'm like, oh. And then the door closed, and then the sound ended of like, oh. But yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. I didn't get to have a tour. Like some people got a tour of like going upstairs and looking around. It was so busy, just never got a chance to do that.
What amount did we end up on for the
we're like a couple $100 short of last year's total. And
let's go.
So it's like 846,300, I think, somewhere around there. Which is really cool. And I think some of the charity auction items still haven't quite finalized, so there's a few that'll get still added to that. And I was telling the chat, you know, I hate the mentality always of like, you gotta top yourself. Like we did great. All the things considering, like we did so freaking well, and the community was amazing. And like I said,
they really came through.
Yeah, and like I said,
support.
Oh yeah, and like I said, for last year we received a $50,000 donation with a 2 times match, which I think I missed the math, but it was $50,000 and matched it, so it was a $100,000 donation. So that was like an abnormality, like, you know, that was like a huge donation, but we didn't get like something like that this time. But what we did get was massive amount of like small dollar donations, which shows the power of the community and how fantastic the community is, like coming together. So I just a massive win, just an absolute massive win.
Yeah, that's huge. That's gonna help so many kids in hospitals.
The amount of small dollar donations was extraordinary. Like seeing like the statistics, like that was really cool. Like every dollar always counts. And as I always say, Cub, like it doesn't have to be a monetary donation. Just sharing the link, being in the chat, hanging out, like that every bit of it helps make what the event is for the community. Yep,
absolutely.
So all time, what was your favorite segment, Cub?
My favorite segment, honestly, I really liked the Mr. Hermit segment. I thought that was really well done. You, Gem, and Pearl were fantastic in like figuring out which hermits were which, and I just thought that was a really cool like concept, which meshed the real life, you know, us being there, and the Minecraft world in a really cool way. So I thought that was my favorite segment.
Yeah, I did too. That was a really fun. That was fun to participate, because that might have been one of the only segments I participated in. Graham was very careful with me. He did not want me to get hurt or overdo it. So We were very careful on that first day of like going over the schedule and like building in breaks and stuff to avoid me getting too wiped out.
Yeah, I think that was great. That was great.
It's always fun after these events because you always think of like, oh, this would be so fun if we did this or that in the future. Like, if I would love to run like a Hermitcraft trivia / life series trivia segment at some future event. I think that would be really fun. Like, I'd wear like a sparkly like suit coat, maybe a top hat. I don't know why a top hat. I just feel like a top hat may be necessary. And then just have like really silly trivia. Like, maybe it's like, are you smarter than the audience? And it's trying to guess like trivia, and it's like a battle between the audience and the Hermits to see who knows more about Hermitcraft. It would be kind of fun.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so it's like you're battling to see like, so the chat could, you know, have a poll and they guess. So it's like a three questions, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the trivia would be. I'm drawing a blank, but it'd be something like that. I think it'd be really fun.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking like some fun ideas for milestones. And I was thinking like some of my past games, and I saw a dunk tank, and I was like,
ooh,
yo, what if we had somebody in a dunk tank, decorated as dunk tank, like my dunk tank minigame from a couple past seasons, and we dunk somebody as a milestone, like in water.
Oh, dude, that would be freaking amazing.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool if we could do that somehow.
That would be really cool. I like that a lot. You know, chat, I'm actually I'm self-described as the #1 life series trivia master, so I just want to throw that out there.
I do like the trivia idea. There's a lot of we've been friends with a lot of these hermits for a long time, but there's some things, you know, that people might not know about people, you know?
Yeah. It would be fun to compile like a really great list of trivia questions. I know when I think it could be a fun, you know, after these events, you always think these are so fun. You're always thinking, oh, we could do this or that or whatever. Like, that's what came to my mind for a future event someday would be a trivia. I think that would be really fun. And you got to have the sparkly suit coat. It's just a must. Like, come out there just blazing with this like coat, and the lights are making it sparkle. Just over the top cringe. That's the best way.
You got to have the flash. You got to have the pizzazz, you know? Pizzazz.
Biggest disappointment of the entire event, Cub, was no Hawkeye Archery Academy.
Yeah, you had the bow and the arrows and stuff. It just never happened for some reason. Yeah.
No, it's just so like it's hard to even emphasize like how fast the day went in terms of like trying to fit in anything. It was just hard to like get everything that
there was a lot of moving parts and a lot of I guess planning that we knew we had to do.
Yeah.
And like we'd pre-planned, like we've planned for months for the whole event. And yeah, making sure everything goes exactly as you want it is almost impossible. So things
yeah.
I think we did a good job of getting a lot of it in, but
there's a couple things missed, but that's okay. Those things can always happen again at some point. And yeah, for the chat, like, you would be surprised how much like logistics goes on behind the scenes from like the production crew, like everything going on in the background of set decorators, like tearing down a set, rebuilding it for the next segment, running around, just like making sure everything's running. It was a lot of work, and it's a lot of stuff that people probably don't realize or saw at all. There was a lot of people doing a lot of stuff in the background to make this all happen. Like, I think for the most part, if you watched it, it looked, you know, like it just didn't show like the chaos in the background, making sure everything's like being held up and stuff. So
Yep.
It was cool.
What was your favorite segment, Scar?
What was my favorite segment?
Or milestone, I guess. Or
milestone. I really liked driving the. I think the snails milestone was really fun. I didn't get to see all of it because I was like had so much going on in the background. But what I saw, Permit Master looked really fun.
You know, with the snails, the thing that really shocked me, you know what shocked me with the snails? Somehow, some way, I was shocked by the speed. I didn't think they would be that slow. For some reason, I thought the RC car thing would be like, they'd be like fast snails. But no,
think
it
it
makes
was the
sense that they were
carpet.
slow. You think it was?
I think
they didn't have enough
100%.
traction.
It 100% was the carpet because I've seen those things rip on solid surfaces. And when I went back, I was like, oh, shoot. You know what we should have done? We should have done this in a different room that had a solid surface. I think they would have ripped on a solid surface. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. That makes sense. Because I was like, dang, these are slow snails.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, they're snails, so it makes sense. So
and we didn't get a lot of time ever to we got so little time to get anything done because it was so busy. It was like segment, plan, fix something, and like we got the snails out, and I wish I would have had time to test it a little bit more ahead of time. And if I would have, I think we should have done them in the atrium area. I think would have been really cool. But yeah, there was still, I think it was fun because the controllers also like interfered with each other. So they're all just like doing circles and stuff like that. So I think it was fun.
There was some interference there. Were you able to catch the tortilla slap?
No, I don't know when that happened. I have no idea when the tortilla challenge happened.
Man. These folks who did this tortilla challenge, let me tell you, Scar, they were serious. They were serious about it.
Dude, Impulse gets serious face, and he went to town because I saw the photos. I was looking through the photos that I put in my video that I uploaded today, and like Impulse, she's going to town.
There were some loud slaps of the tortilla, and let me say, when this tortilla makes contact, you can feel it throughout the room. Like It was a loud slap. It was a loud slap, and the tortilla actually physically, in some cases, broke, and in one case, flew across the room, hitting Jem's console.
Oh my god!
Like it cleared an entire row of computers. I think it cleared ZF. I want to say, flew over ZF's computer and then hit Gem.
Oh my gosh! Does it hurt?
Apparently so, yeah. Because I mean, even the day, like 1 or 2 days after, people were like, "Oh, I'm feeling the tortilla challenge slaps."
Really?
And I was like, "Wow, that must have really been painful. Must have really been painful." But yeah.
Wow, I had no idea. I was wondering like what that felt like. Because the look on these photos, this is the problem. Like I had so much going on in the background that when you asked me like what my favorite segments were, like I only have seen little bits here and there. Like I've been meaning to go back and just watch all of them all the way through. Like I saw nothing in the Q&A segment.
Did you see my boxing Joe? I was boxing Joe. I had the Ali shuffle.
No, see, I haven't seen some of this stuff. I was in the background doing stuff that I missed, so I've been looking forward to going back and watching so much more of the stream. Now I want to see the shuffle.
I was a pro boxer, man. It was amazing.
That's funny, dude. Did we? I don't know if it got caught on camera. Is there a clip of me punting that volleyball into Pearl's computer?
I don't know.
Because remember the first day we had the volleyball, which was part of the Hot Guy Archery Challenge, which didn't happen sadly. But you go, how would you punt a beach volleyball? And I realized like,
that's right. Yeah. And you just I didn't expect you to hit it that hard. And like,
dude, I didn't know how much power to give it. And the first time I missed, and the second time I'm like hammer fist, and I punch it. It hits the desk, leaps up, and just smashes Pearl's computer.
Yep.
I was worried that like somebody was gonna have a bloody nose back there when I came around the corner. I was legit terrified. I hit somebody. I don't know if I hit Pearl. I don't know if I hit Gem. They were both back in that corner over there. Oh my god, that ball went flying.
I think our whole row of computers was basically shocked at what happened because like you out of nowhere you were just like hammer fist and it was when you just shot it off into one.
I didn't know how much force to apply to a volleyball. I had no idea.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot for even for a volleyball spike. It was impressive.
Hey, I didn't do boxing. I don't know if I did. Jem said nobody would box her. I said I would, but it never happened. I don't think.
Oh yeah, yep. I thought the boxing was fun. Boxing was fun.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the sugar-free lemonade in the refrigerator?
Oh, I had one. I had one myself.
And it was terrible, right?
A little lemonade. You can tell it's sugar free.
Yeah. Did you get a little bit sad when you drank it? You're like, oh, where'd this sadness come from?
The first sip is kind of rough. The first couple sips, and then you kind of get used to it. You kind of get a baseline established for what you expect.
Yeah.
But it's those first couple sips where you're just like, oh man.
Yeah, it was just disappointment. It was like pure disappointment. And Kirsty was going to get one, and I said, no. You'll just find sadness in that can.
Oh no. Not the lemonade.
It was a long day, Cub. It was on Thursday.
We could have used that extra boost of energy from the sugar.
It was that long day, the 3-hour car drive. I had my mask on for like 8 hours that day, and I just really needed a quenching drink. Needed a quenching drink. And when I was like, oh, this Minute Maid lemonade is gonna go so nicely. Just need a little sip of it. My mouth is so dry. Commit. So dry. Like cotton. Dry. Yeah, and then I realized something was terribly wrong when I put it in my mouth. I was like, this
it's so wrong.
This is not the lemonade I sought.
No, not what you were expecting. Not what you deserve, to be honest. You deserve something that's a little bit more refreshing.
Exactly.
A little bit more sweet. Yeah.
It was a great tragedy of the entire weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was telling my chat about when I almost broke the computer.
I think that happened more than once, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, one real bad one. When
I
went flying into the computer and my dad caught it and it was the whole thing.
I heard about this. Yeah, I didn't see this, but I heard about this.
I don't think anyone was in that room when this happened.
Yeah. I got a few people in my chat. They said that Scar is down in the main room, and I was like, "What? What does that mean?"
I was putting the pink jacket on, and I couldn't get it off, and I had my strap off, and I just lost like balance, and I just face plant the desk. And
man!
And the production guys came out, like I could see it, like I don't think they knew what to do. Like, do I help? Do I not? And then I'm just like, Dad. And my dad is just oblivious. He's just like on his phone, just oblivious. I'm like, Dad, and I just see his head pop up. I was like, huh? Oh, he just like runs over there and gets me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was there to save the day, man. That could have been.
And the pink jacket was like, oh my God. Like the pink jacket got moved to the conference room, I guess. And then it got put in the, like, all my stuff was kind of like in the corner and it got put with the rest of my stuff. Like just like my personal and my dad's stuff. It was kind of like the door, and then it was like kind of in the corner, and it got set over there, so it got forgotten and didn't get put on the auction. And it was like, hopefully next time. That'll be a future charitable auctioned item in the future. So
good. Yeah.
I had the choice of putting it on the second auction with like the Permit Master stuff, but I just felt like it. I don't know. I felt like it needed to be on the main auction, but maybe I made a mistake in that. I don't know.
Did you think it was your style? Be honest.
No.
Be honest. You wanted to wear it a few times. Come on.
I looked terrible in it, but you know who looked great in it was Tango. Tango rocked that like a rock star.
Did he? Yeah. Yeah. He's got the shaved head with the pink jacket. Yeah.
Dude, he looked like he was ready to like like do a guitar raffle, whatever, riff. I don't know what it is. Whatever it's called.
You know what really surprised me about this whole event, Scar?
What? Yes.
How many hermits look like rock stars?
Really? Well, yeah. Tango does. Tango with that jacket, I'm telling you.
Tango? Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the photo of Joe and Ren with the shades on at night.
Oh,
they were rocking that.
Ren, yes, Ren. Oh my God. And Skiz has a crush on Ren, so just want to throw that out there.
I didn't. That's the new info to me. Okay. Yeah. Does Skiz know about that crush that he has on Ren?
You should remind him. He loves to hear people say that.
Okay. I'll remind him.
Ren, oh my God, with the guitar. That was another thing that I missed in person that I wanted to see, but I was in the background. Like, I think we were doing a meeting with the production guys, and I come out of it, and I'm like rolling as fast as I can. Ren, don't stop. And I came around the corner, and he was done. I was like, no.
It was a great song, though. He did a really good job.
I know. I missed it. I was so sad.
he was incredibly nervous about it the whole time.
Oh
like,
yeah, he was, but he killed it. Because I did watch it afterwards, so I did get to see it. But I just missed it in person. I wanted to be there in person.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Next time we can bring another guitar maybe and have him play a little bit.
Yeah.
Get some tunes.
Yeah, Ren did good on that. Yeah, I just wanted to see it in person, but I missed it. But yeah, it was so funny. Like when people are trying on the pink jacket, and one of the things too is like I have just this enormous wingspan, so like nothing ever fits me, like jackets or whatever. And I put that jacket on, and I stretch my arms out, and the sleeves like go up to my elbow. I'm like, it's just so like it's a large too.
Got those swimming arms.
Yeah,
swimming arms.
like it's a large too.
Reach.
It's a big jacket, but it just doesn't fit me at all. But I swear, when Tango put that on, that was like Cinderella putting on a glass slipper. It just like fit him perfect. He looked like he was gonna, just go out into the crowd. It was so funny.
Looked like Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison, video game world champion, 1989.
I still haven't
barely
seen
talks
the movie.
about it, man. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh man, you talked to the director. You got to go see it now. You talked to Jared. How was that, Scar? How was interviewing the director of the Minecraft movie and Napoleon Dynamite?
I really enjoyed it because I love Napoleon Dynamite, and I got to ask him about it. So it was very cool.
I gotta say, you and Green did a great job because you had him do the voice of Chungus, which quite honestly one of the best characters in the whole movie. So
Green did that, and there was a note, because we asked like, would he be willing to do that voice, and there like the PR people are like very like protective, very cautious, and I was like, let's not force him to do anything, but you can always open the door.
Okay.
So Green kind of like just barely like brought up that, and he instantly went into Chungus, just went right into it. And it was like, this guy's cool. Jared's cool. Like,
crazy, man.
Like,
we're just gonna we gotta just go in there. We gotta do our job, man.
I didn't picture that was gonna be the voice for that character, so I think that's what's cool about it.
Oh yeah, because you haven't seen the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
Jeez.
Hey, Rockstar.
You gotta go see it.
Hey,
Tango!
baby.
Did we get a picture of Tango in the pink jacket?
I think someone took a picture of it. I don't remember who though. But there is a picture somewhere. I gotta put a message in the Discord to see who took it.
Chat's calling you Cinderella.
I remember posing for it, and I was looking pretty good.
You look great, Cinderella.
Did you do a little wink at the camera?
I did, yeah.
Did you really?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
That's funny.
But the jacket did fit amazing. Yeah, it was good.
Tango, what was your favorite moment of the charity event? Or you don't have to any specific thing, but what was a series of favorite things? Memorable moments.
Let's see.
While you're thinking, quick question.
Yeah.
Hopefully you weren't subjected to the sugar-free lemonade.
No, I did not hear tales of this sugar-free lemonade.
Good.
Had I been there, I would have frowned upon the sugar-free-osity of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Very good.
Yeah. It's not for me.
No, it's not for anyone.
Let's see.
Honestly.
Favorite moments. I really enjoyed watching the Quiet Games. That was fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stream sniping.
Sorry, what?
What?
Stream sniping?
What? Oh, did you hear something?
Who stream sniped?
I don't know. I just heard something. Like it was like a sound. Anyway, continue, Tango.
Am I being accused of something, Cum?
No, not you.
I have no idea. That's
I have no idea. It was like
others did though. Yes. Yeah. What else? I mean, I don't know that it was the most enjoyable, but it was definitely memorable. Getting shocked at the end. That was good. Yeah.
That was crazy. I can't believe it.
There's
the meme of Cub in the background, it's just like going, what? Just throwing his arms out. Yeah.
They just kept going higher and higher, and you and Ren were both just like unflappable on that.
It was good. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Man. It's so sad because like I saw some Quiet Games, but then there was another time where I got pulled off to do something in the background. There's so many gaps that I have of the event. It's so sad.
Yeah, Quiet Games was good. The balloon part at the end where they had to not the balloon part, the They had to walk. What was it? There was like with like the chickens. Oh, the bubble wrap. The bubble wrap on the ground. Yeah, and the chickens on the ground. Yeah.
You know, it'd been so fun. Like if they had like a wild card, like in the event if they like had to draw a wild card and it was roll Scar through the obstacles and you had to like move it a little forward. You gotta back it up.
See,
you gotta
that's
turn
a great
around.
idea. We should have done that.
Like somebody could just accidentally upon the wild card.
Yeah.
And they've got to like get me around these obstacles. It would be so funny. It's entirely
so
possible. It just would take a little bit of skill.
We were setting up for TCG Live during the quiet games, and every once in a while you just hear, or like
The
a quick,
chicken, just
quick
random
pops in
sounds.
succession, just random sounds coming from the room. We're like, what is going on?
Honestly,
We couldn't
like,
see anything. We were like, what is going on?
The best part, like behind the scenes, was, like watching the quiet games, and we're all like, I keep like glancing over at Zed, and we're like nodding and smiling, like this is working good. and then the camera guys are just absolutely losing. I mean, we gave them strict like orders, like you cannot make any noise during this. The whole thing is like decibel monitored and everything. So you really, so they're just like covering their face, trying not to snicker.
Oh, so the guys from the production guys were having fun with it.
Oh, they were loving it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So hard. Yeah.
That's funny. That's good. Oh God. Yeah. That I've seen the like the Gamers Outreach PR photos from that, and there are some photos from that are very funny.
For sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a great
good weekend. What else? Nerf gun wars were good. Tortilla slap was good. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot.
Did you get taken out by the Scar tank during the Nerf battle?
Yeah.
No, but my entire team did.
Yeah.
I remember like I was watching, because I was on the far left. I was watching the left flank. And I saw Scar come around, and I'm like, surely someone will take him out. And then I'm just like the last one standing, and then someone else popped me.
That's right. Tango sauce. I forgot about this, but nobody picked up on Tango's cries of pleading.
I was
of help.
like, Scar right, Scar flanking right. Nobody. And everyone was just like, what's happening? Dead. Yeah.
I think that was me. I think I was like, at that point, we'd been going for like, what, 10 hours or something? I was just like, we're going to take out the other guy. And I just focused fully on the other side and didn't even see the flank.
Yeah.
That was my bad. I'll be better next time, Tango. I'm sorry.
That's right. I expect more out of these impromptu Nerf gun wars.
Dude, I got an idea for a future one.
Yeah.
You know, it might be a little much, to be honest, to be fair.
Okay.
But it would be wonderful if like somehow we had like hooked up where maybe if you're in teams and somebody has like a GoPro on their head that's like transmitting, and you set up in like a big room with lots of obstacles, and there could be some fun things.
Yeah. Getting that first person perspective kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That was so nice of Mojang to let us have that space. I was saying that earlier in the stream, like for them to trust us to show up in their studio and not like cause a
and trash it. No, we honestly I don't think we did that bad. I mean, the only thing that was kind of bad at the end was the confetti.
But it was on a tarp.
Yeah, but you know how confetti is. It gets everywhere. You know, confetti was like stuck to people, and it made it into the other room.
That's everywhere. True. But when the cleaning people showed up, like they just like went to town on it. This one person had a giant vacuum on their back, and I swear within a minute, they were doing these wide sweeps, and that confetti was gone within like 3 minutes. I feel like they may be professional confetti vacuumers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Zach said that place was pretty much completely cleaned up on Monday, and then everything was gone by Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because that's like a lot of computers to put in those crates and pack up.
I didn't leave there feeling guilty. Like, what have we done? It didn't feel that bad.
Yeah.
They really need more garbage cans.
They probably did find some spare Nerf.
Yeah. That's a good observation.
Spots.
There was the one garbage can that they had. We had literally one that I know of.
We filled them up like by the end of the Friday evening, and we were just jamming stuff in there. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And also, I feel like it made you feel bad because the little sign of it says, "This goes to the landfill." And I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the new trend. And
I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? Do you want me to leave it here? Do you want me to eat the cardboard? I don't know what to do here.
Yeah.
or plastic. I don't remember what it was.
For the environment.
I know, but I was like, I didn't know what to do. It just was there to make me feel bad. And I'm just already having trouble about the lemonade. What about the cake, Tango?
Cake.
Anything you could share about the cake? Your birthday cake.
Oh,
yeah, I totally forgot about that. I was
because it looked good.
I was trying to get through the day. I was like, all right, Wednesday was my birthday, and I was like, nobody knows because I hate birthdays, rah rah rah, bah humbug. And Wednesday was like after dinner time, where I was sitting out on the couch, just chilling on the phone for a second, and then just all of a sudden, 18 people, happy birthday! I'm like, oh no.
I showed my mom this, and I that's my exact reaction that I portrayed to her. I was like, Tango, giant curmudgeon when it comes to celebration.
Yo, yeah,
giant curmudgeon, no jubilation, and but that cake looked good. Tell you what,
it was quite
delicious.
good.
And I got a picture. I've got very few pictures, by the way. I was very sad and lonely here, but when I got like the 3 pictures I ever got from that week was Cub holding that cake with the biggest freaking smile I've ever seen.
Yeah. That was right before we went and surprised Tango. Yeah.
Yeah, the picture of you and UNG with the cake. Yeah.
Yep. We had we hid it in the cabin where me and Ren stayed.
Yeah.
That's how we kept it a secret. That's how we kept it a secret. Yeah.
And then on the cake it just said, Tango, it is your birthday.
It is your birthday.
And I don't think you got the reference to The Office, right, Tango?
I've never seen The Office, so you know.
Yeah. So they had to show you the Office reference afterwards.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that makes Scar very sad.
Non-sleeping.
I'm over it. I'm used to it. Yeah. How was the cabin, Cub? Like it must have been like kind of like it looked like a fun little spot you and Rem were in.
It was nice. There was a mine shaft, a spooky mine shaft underneath.
Can we talk about the dungeon of torture and despair, though?
Yeah.
That was creepy. Like, so I went over there, if I may, Cub. Like,
yeah.
We went over there to check it out. We heard rumors of this place, but like the first time we went in there, the door was locked. Second time, the door was locked again. We go in there, okay, open the door, and it's like, oh, what a lovely cabin this is. Little second extra little house here, And then, like, right in the middle, though, is a door that clearly goes downstairs. But it's weird. The whole house is wood, of course, because it's a cabin. And in the middle of this wooden door is a window with, like, iron bars on it, okay? And you can see through it and look down into, like, the super creepy, like, dusty basement steps that just turn to the right. And, like, the lighting and everything was just so perfectly creepy. Like I was just looking down there, just like waiting for like a hand to come around the corner or something. It was real life
creepy.
Yeah.
Dungeon vibes. Yeah. Yep.
Was it? Oh my God. Could we have done like a Phasmo stream in there or something?
Well, you couldn't get down. The door was locked because,
Yeah, if you could get down there, maybe.
Yeah. Did you get a hammer and just bust the lock?
I really did want to go down there.
I did try to get down there.
Did you?
It didn't work out. There was a key we tried, but it didn't work.
I'm so interested. Like, what is
untold mysteries down there? I know.
Yep.
Former Airbnb guests. They pluck one from every party, and they're just down
exactly.
There
there's always one less out of every group.
Yeah. Who would it be? Who would it be in the group?
Yeah.
Who would it be? Who would the ghost take down to the catacombs?
Jimmy.
I'm gonna go.
Yep.
I'm gonna go.
Why is everything Jimmy and Skiz? Oh no. Yep. And one Ren. Hey, Taco, did you know that Skiz has a crush on Ren?
I did. Yeah. Trust me. I heard many of the stories. Well, his wife, Skiz's wife was there, and he's all like trying to like downplay. He's like, hi. And he's like, hey Ren, this is my wife, Mrs. Skiz. This is Ren. And then he basically slid in some comments to make it clear that you should not be attracted to him. It was hilarious.
So freaking.
I'm improvising here, but it was hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh my God, I get such a hoot out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, did you guys get to go in the lake? I saw there was some cannonballing.
I
Oh yeah, I was in there. All right, so Scar, me, Zed,
What's
Joe.
happening over here?
Within 30 minutes of arriving at the lake, we were in there. No hesitation.
I don't understand.
What's happening with this guy? What happened, Tango? What happened?
So after this weekend, I've come to the conclusion that there's really, I don't even know how to say it, like just two types of people. The variation on those who were eager and enjoyed and were able to sustain the lake torture and those who could not. It was very clear. There was like a hard line. Like Zed was a beast. Martin was an absolute beast. Cub was a beast. These guys they're just like, hey everybody, and they just take off their shirts and just jump in the lake. Okay. Which I'm pretty sure was colder than freezing water, if that's possible. Like it was
42.
How do you know that?
Impulse looked it up later.
Really?
Later. Yep.
That's 42 degrees. Now convert that to Celsification for all you Euro people, but I'll clue you in. It's cold, okay? They just jumped in and they're like, whoo, that's brisk. And then he stayed in the water, like Zed stayed in the water for like ever. Just hanging out.
Wait, he didn't just go in and then come out immediately?
No, he just went in there and he's just hanging out like nothing.
Me and Zed had a couple nice conversations in the lake, just
in
like
the lake,
chilling,
in
like
the cold. Oh my god!
Oh, you guys are mutants, okay? And I'm like, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. I had no intention of going in. And Skiz was
wonderful.
He was my bastion of hope. Like, because Skiz was like, no way, I ain't going in there. That's stupid. And then finally, like they're just dropping like flies. Everyone finally gives in to peer pressure. Like, they're going in. They're going in. Oh, hey, I'm going in. I'm jumping in, right? You know. And then finally, it's just down to just Skiz and I. I'm like, Skiz isn't going, so I don't have to go. And then finally, Skiz is like, screw it. He jumps in. I'm like, no. Because now, of course, I have to go in. And
oh my gosh.
It was.
What you did. Like, Tango came busting down the dock. Full speed.
Well, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, right? I'm not a toe dipper. I'm not a toe dipper.
Shedding his clothes along the way.
Yeah, on the run.
Yep.
Throwing off clothes. We get to the end of the dock and I just leap and jump in, and I fall in the water with the intention of like, yeah, I could do this. I just didn't want to do it. No big deal. But we'll hang out. Scar, the second my skin hit that water, my heart stopped, okay? I couldn't breathe. It was like,
oh my god.
I've never been in water so cold, and my lungs just like couldn't fill with air, and it's just like I'm like struggling to breathe.
It overwhelmed you.
And my body's just
cold
like,
shock. Yeah.
My body's like, you are actively dying. You should probably do something about that. So I just swam as fast as I could to that ladder and just got out, and it was just like my body is just like, okay, that was the closest I've ever been to death, and it was terrifying. And meanwhile, like Cub and Zed, and they're just like, ah, like
we're just chilling, literally.
I don't
just
understand
like
that line. Like if you said, Tango, I'll give you $50,000 if you spend 5 minutes in that water, I would try, and I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, and I don't. There's a physiological difference between me and like Skiz, and I mean there were quite a few other people who just had the same reaction I did.
I'm here to back Tango on that. I had literally the exact.
Joe
like
was one of the first ones to go in. He had good intentions.
Yeah,
I was so
you went in
excited.
first with us.
I was so excited because we have lakes in Tennessee, and this is actually what I thought was going to happen the first time I tried the hot ones. But like I was just like, yeah, let's go. I jump in, and I had the exact same reaction as Tango. I'm like, this is too cold. I will die. And I immediately start swimming for the ladder, and I fly up the ladder because I assume that Cub and Zed are right behind me. It's not like I've got to get out of the water because I'm going to die. It's I need to get out of the water so we don't all die. All three of us need to get out of the water. And I look back and they're still there. And I'm just like, what the heck? But like lakes in Tennessee don't get that cold. I was so excited, but I was immediately like, nope, that was enough. If I had fallen in while boating, I would have survived, but like I wasn't jumping back in to swim.
We would lose you all in the Titanic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be the first dead one. Yeah.
Oh wow. Man, I'll say this. They don't usually get any warmer. Maybe a little bit warmer in the summer, but by a couple degrees, but the lakes here are always cold. And if you want to go to the beach, get ready to traverse some rock. Not a soft sandy beach. Rock.
Yeah.
Hard rock.
Here's what I felt about the lake. It was cold. Like, don't get me wrong, it was very, very cold.
Thank you so much for the raid, Cleo. Thank you so much for the raid.
Mentally
very, very
think
much
about
appreciate it.
breathing
Just a little
through.
recap on
I know
the
what
event.
you're saying. You just powered through it. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you do that, and you realize, you might have to take an extra breath every half breath every 10, 20 seconds just because it's so cold. Then your body kind of relaxes, right? You get into like a state where you're a little bit calmer.
To Cleo for doing the Robo.
Because when you first hit the water, you
Hermit,
become super anxious,
so
right? And you sort of tense up.
Cleo,
and your immediate reaction is, I gotta get out,
I wish we could have done. I wish we could have done
if
more.
You
it was
fight that urge for about 35, 45
when did you do
seconds.
The race, Cleo.
Then it starts to become kind of nice,
That's
right?
Yeah.
You start to embrace the cold
race.
and
That's
accept the cold, and then when you get out, it's great when
I
you get
lined
out.
you up to the
like,
chair, so I won.
Or not Zed got out of the water, and like I spent a lot of time with Zed, right? And I've never seen him so like just amped up and euphoric. Like he was like super like, yeah, that was the greatest thing ever. I'm like, you're dumb. Yeah,
I was the same way.
Was, like,
yeah,
glowing.
I was like,
he was.
I was like, this was
could not wait to get back in.
Legitimately great experience, in my opinion. It was fantastic. I thought.
I'm glad I did it, but I didn't need to do it 2 days in a row.
Yeah, same.
Did you do any fishing? I did see on the listing there was fishing rods. There were little rod and reel action.
No.
There was
fishing.
There was one person who shall remain nameless who tried to go fishing, but was soon reminded that there was regulations that you needed a fishing license.
Criminal.
Never mind then.
Criminal.
I was mistaken.
Yep.
That's funny. Oh, okay. So there's a criminal amongst these. There's a criminal amongst these dwellers at the cabin.
There was one who dared to push the rules, but no, did not end up fishing for any extended period.
Okay, and probably never actually fished, but it was more of thought.
No.
Yes. Okay.
No. Yeah. They thought about going fishing, but they
definitely didn't actually put the line in the water because that would be against the law.
That would be too far.
Don't want to mess with game wardens. They're tough. They're tough.
Yeah.
They got thighs like wildebeests. They'll track you down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like not sleeping and bothering you though.
Yeah, we did see some pretty crazy birds. We saw some bald eagles out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was cool.
What is what?
You said I pushed R and this like menu came up. Is this something in the update?
No,
I don't have
You've got some kind of crazy mod.
Okay, so this particular update, there's been a lot of like mod files passed around from people to people, and it kind of accumulates like personal preference
that
mods.
Looks like an Azuma mod. I just watched this. That looks like an Azuma thing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, Grian has this like cloud action that I absolutely love. Like, I'm not getting rid of these clouds. The one time I got a mod file back in season 9 from B-Dubs, it had this like crazy echo mod, and if you went into a cave, like everything echoed.
Oh yeah.
And then I gave that mod file to Grian, and then he had the echo cave, and it was like everybody's got this echoey caves. We couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. Well, let's see, Joe. Before we talked about the cabin. We were talking about the event. Favorite memorable moments. Anything stands out, Joe?
I mean, I really enjoyed Permit Master. Obviously, that was like
really. I didn't know you enjoyed that.
I know, even though I don't get close to winning anytime I play, it's one of the most fun things we do as a group.
That's cool.
So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, at the event, I gotta say I did really enjoy just hanging out like next to being able to hear Cub next to me is so surreal. It's just so fun just being in the same room. Oh, and you know what's weird though too is like one time I'm sitting out on the deck at the house talking, and Imp and Skiz are being loud, and Impulse comes out and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I wasn't disturbing you while you were relaxing." And I'm like, "Dude, when I'm stressed out, I put on your podcast. Like, this is not distracting me from my relaxation. This is actually the coolest thing."
It was good. Yeah, just being there.
Oh, I found your secret base at my base. I don't know what he's talking about.
You have a secret base?
Apparently I do.
Is this an exile thing?
I have no idea, actually.
We didn't put anything under your base / Etho's base area, to my knowledge. Like,
Etho, come over here and tell us what you just found. Cub, where did the Bob Cub Ross costume come from? That came out of nowhere, and it was delightful.
So that was
I still need to watch Permanent Master. I haven't seen any of it. Just clips.
That was courtesy of the Joe Hills experience.
Really, Joe Hills experience? Mm-hmm. Joe, you had a on hand Bob Ross costume?
Yeah, I actually bought it the same day I bought the pumpkin suit.
That's funny.
Because I was trying to find a pumpkin suit everywhere, and I couldn't find one, so I was like, fine, I'll just be Bob Ross. Fine. And then I get home, and I'm like, okay, I went to basically every Halloween store, and I got everything except for the one thing I wanted. And then somebody was like, well, what about this? And I was like, ugh. So I'm like, fine, there's one store I haven't checked yet. I'll run over there, and I'll get your stupid thing.
Yeah.
And I get there, and right at the entrance is a pumpkin suit. And I'm like, yes! I'm like, I'm not going back to return the Bob Ross costume at this point, because I've been driving all over town, and I'm done. I'll save that for another time. But yeah. So, yeah, I had basically, since we were flying with luggage, which I almost never do, but since Lauren was there, I was like, well, fine, let's bring luggage. I was like, at the point where we're bringing one bag, I might as well bring a second bag that's just full of costumes and stupid suits. So I had the Beetlejuice suit, the pumpkin suit. I was like, I've got room for this Bob Ross thing. I wonder if any of the Hermits would think that was funny during, Guess the Build. And I was like, let's see, going through the names, Grian Ross, Skiz Ross, Cub Ross. Cub Ross is the best. I'm going to ask Cub.
Cub Ross. Yeah, that
was great. Yeah,
the costume was fantastic.
I had my mom was actually watching the stream at that point.
Oh, let's go, Cub Mom.
And so she would look at the stream, and then she was like, "Is that my son?"
Is that my son?
Apparently. And I was like, "Yep, that was me."
Beard.
That's cool.
That was me.
That's cool.
I don't even think she recognized me, man. That's crazy. Really good disguise. So thanks, Joe, for bringing that. Yeah, and Joe was able to give me the lab coat and the mustache and the
that worked out really well. A lot of people's moms were watching the stream. Skiz's mom was watching the stream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And at one point, Tango was ignoring Mrs. T in the chat, and I had to remind. It's like your wife is in the chat.
I said hi.
You did after I had to remind you.
Yeah,
poor Mrs. T is just being ignored in the chat. Yeah, the Pro Master was good. What was the other? The one thing I still haven't got to watch, or I want to watch. I haven't got to see any of it. Was the Impenskis podcast and the
Shockcast.
The Shockcast and the Q&A with Ren. By the way, I mentioned this before. Who would have thought that Skiz predicted Ren's stance and the way he was sitting at that event? You know how Skiz drew in the Guess the Build the ankleless leg?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Literally, that's how Ren sits. He looks like he has no ankles. He just looks like he has bendy legs. I can't take you seriously with those goggles, Tango.
Sorry, take them off.
No, it's okay. I was like, he's just like nodding at me with those big eyes. Those big eyes.
Got some binoculars on those things.
Now, Joe, did you by chance ever happen to upon the sugarless lemonade in the refrigerator?
No, I knew better than, I knew we were going to the Pacific Northwest and they were going to have a bunch of hipster health food with all sorts of weird things in it. And because of my digestive stuff, I'm like, I'm going to stick to stuff that I've consumed before that's not going to have random weird ingredients. So, yeah, it's just I drank a lot of name brand soda, which I occasionally remember to slap the Gamers Outreach stickers that we'd requested to cover up brand logos. Onto but yeah, no, I stuck to stuff I knew wasn't gonna make me sick. I was not adventurous during the event.
Yeah, you just stay clear of that sugarless lemonade. Now, you did have you and Graham both had an incident with the forks from the Microsoft catering department.
Oh, we had five Microsoft catering issued forks snap when people basically as soon as people would stab their chicken, it would just immediately snap.
It was so funny. I come over there. You are holding just two forks with bewilderment, and then for whatever reason, my dad is just going to town with it. Perfectly stout fork. His didn't break. Grian gets one. It snaps, cuts his finger.
Yeah, Green has
finger
He's
was
nursing
bleeding.
a wound on the side. Yeah.
He was wounded by Microsoft Catering.
Yep.
Well, but yeah, it was one of those things too where somebody was like, Joe, because they saw me, I was just using the bottom part of the fork without the handle at that point, just pinching it.
Yeah, I
and
remember
using
that.
it to
You were
scoop my food. And people were like, Joe, we can get you another fork. And I'm like, it's gonna snap too. I've watched multiple people snap their forks. I am just gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat with the tools that I have left.
Within seconds, Grian snapped and cut him, like of you saying that statement. It was so funny. For whatever reason, my dad's just like, mine's fine. It's just working out well.
It was.
We were able to utilize the forks,
compostable.
though.
Yeah, we could use the bottom part.
Yeah,
we did repurpose the forks because we knew they could break easily. We broke one off to make a trident for the Permit Master game. So
that's a good idea.
Silver lining there a little bit.
Sometimes I feel like we should
use
just
that
go
as
back to
foreshadow.
caveman rules and just take the chicken and just go to town with it. I mean, come on, let's put these
Exactly.
composting, environmentally friendly forks aside. They're causing injuries. Green's bleeding. Joe's got a stack of
time for
broken
manners?
things. Let's just go whole hands on now.
Just eat the meat. I agree.
I can't just grab it. Let's just grab the meat and take it and just eat it. Let's do it.
It's okay for barbecue. Why not chicken? Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, there
Or
you go.
a full steak.
Yeah.
Just, toss
Yeah.
it in the coals, let it cook, grab it out, and then just eat it with your hands.
I have
Fine.
no problem with just taking the meat by the hand, just going to town with it because it like the oh shoot.
You know what to do.
Yeah. Another horn.
Another horn.
Second one today.
Say something so it's not as awkward.
That's not what I'm good at, Scar.
Tell us a story, Tango.
No, I like this story right here.
I don't like this story. It's too quiet. I when I was a kid, I did get tired of forks, and I'm like, why can't we just eat it? Let's just pick it up. Like, what's the point? All these forks and knives and stuff. I was told that was ridiculous, and I've since used a fork and a knife, but obviously in the back of my head, I still stand at this moment of saying that sometimes it just feels unnecessary.
Well, and then the Brits, they're like super fork and knife.
Oh man, they hold, like the forks upside
Like-
down sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
they're all
they're
proper and
such
everything.
fancy eaters.
They are. I know.
Like I'm
We're
just like
cavemen, basically.
Do they like
them.
twirl? Like I picture them doing like acrobatical feats with.
Well,
the
I don't know
fork
who
knife.
it was. I think it was Zed when he ordered ribs and he was like fork and knifing the ribs. I'm like, what are you doing? You're missing the whole point of the ribs.
Yeah,
Pick
get
it
in
up.
there. Interesting.
There was a
But,
lot
like,
of twirling. A lot of twirling. We went to Olive Garden one time.
Oh,
A lot
see?
of twirling
Yeah.
of spaghetti. Yep. A lot
Yep.
of twirling.
May I ask what in the world happened at the barbecue, the Korean barbecue establishment? All I heard was like Ren was like cooking his food. And I was very confused.
That was a very weird dining experience.
Yeah,
would say.
I
Yeah.
missed this, and I'm like, what? Ren's
Yeah.
cooking? Is he in the back with the chef? Like, what is happening?
Korean's like, because it's across the street. Korean's like, I want Korean barbecue. We're like, okay. We have no
Okay,
idea what
okay.
to expect. They put us in this back room, and there's 2 tables. In the middle of each table is a grill, and we're like, oh, so it's like one of those. What's the
hibachi. where
hibachi
they-
ones or something, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
then it's like, no, we're cooking it ourselves, and we ordered like the $100 and something meat extravaganza experience, and they just come by with this platter of just a tremendous amount of raw meat, and it's like, all right, go. They fire up the grill, and you got to cook it all yourself. It was interesting. It was good.
Huh.
But like, I don't think we would have signed up to cook our own food, given how exhausted we were,
Yeah,
like, and how many responsibilities we all had anyway. Like, it's just like, oh god, now there's something else we could possibly screw up.
Did they
Yeah.
give you a meat thermometer?
No, that's the other
Nope.
thing too. So it's like you really don't want to screw it up.
Yeah,
What if
It
you all?
was an
What if you
experience.
all died?
that's on us.
Yeah, I mean, you would have had to carry the stream, you and Robo Cleo.
Oh my God! This Cleo and I just
Yep.
had to.
I would've been
like
there.
sub
I-
in my dad.
I didn't make it to the Korean barbecue. I was
Okay, Cub would have been.
still
Cub
in
would have been
transit.
with us. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Cub would have arrived. Yeah, he was
Yep.
still in transit. I actually
Yep.
I just ordered the shrimp rice thing because our table was like half empty at first, and we didn't think we were gonna have enough people to do the whole grilling thing.
All
So
right.
it's just like,
I've
okay,
never
let's
been
just-
to a place like this. So to my bewilderment, I didn't know you're responsible for cooking. Is this like The discount grocery chain where you bag your own groceries?
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, you put a quarter in and you get it back when you're done grilling.
I don't know. I'm wondering. Like, I've never been to a place like this, so yeah, I was very confused. All I heard was like Ren was grilling meat, and I'm like, what the heck?
It was good. It was good.
Was it okay meat? Like, was it okay like food or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a wide
It was
variety.
very high quality.
Did they have seasonings you could put on the meat, or just?
They had sauces. They had a whole
sauces,
bunch.
okay.
Of
Oh, right. Little Dunkin' goodies. Yeah.
Now, when you say like the meat, like, is this like little pieces or is this like a big hunk of steak or what?
No, there was like big slices. So it was a bit like you cooked it and then you took off a big slice and then, you know, cut it up at your place and stuff.
I'm so confused. Okay, this is a whole new world for me. All right.
Yeah.
Then after that, I guess you could have gone next door where they did swim lessons, and then above the swim lesson pool, there was a theater. It was quite the interesting assortment of facilities around the hotel.
That's true.
It was like little goldfish swimmers or whatever, and there was like legit like a pool where you could learn how to swim, and then above that was the theater. It was a little Truman Show-like in that area. I don't know why. Yeah, I know you probably
anything
haven't seen that, Tango.
walkable and yeah,
I've seen
American.
Oh, you have? Oh my God.
Many years ago. Yeah.
Cultured man over here.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, what a trip. Did the flying, besides you, Cub, your travel adventure was wild getting there, right?
Yeah, so my plane, my first flight actually was canceled because the plane could not communicate with the air traffic control towers. So that had me taking an entirely different route. Yeah, just a little detail, you know, can't communicate with the ground and stuff. So
that's not good.
Yeah, I had to take a flight at literally like the last, I would say the last minute, but it was more like the last second. Like they closed the doors as I was stepping on the plane, that type of thing.
Whew.
Otherwise, I probably would have been a whole day late.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And what about
it was a wild time.
What about the Arizona dads? You guys seem to get there in due time.
That was easy. Yeah, it's a 2.5 hour flight.
Yeah. And then Joe, yours is what, like 5.5 hours? Or
yeah, it was longer because we're coming from further away, but it wasn't too crazy. No real hiccups. The one thing that kind of threw us was that we had to wake up at 4 a.m. because the flight was so early on Thursday. So we were like some of the first people to the hotel, but we were also like just completely wiped out at that point.
Yeah, well, I think I got there around, I can't remember what time I got there. It was like afternoonish, I suppose. And when we got there, you know, checked in, and the guy's like, "All right, just got you a king bed." And I was like, two things: is that an accessible room, or is that a 2-bed? And the guy, you know, like sometimes the people behind the counter just spend so much time like just banging the keyboard, like just, and then like their face slowly gets a little more concerned, and the keys are clacking, and then he goes, "We don't have an accessible room, but would you like to keep the king bed?" And I go, "Well, I mean, it'd be nice if you know, my dad and I had, you know, our own beds." And then he goes back and said, "Okay, I think we can find something, but it may be later in the night. Would you like to take the king bed?" And I said again, I'm like, rather no. I don't think my dad and I want to share a bed. And like the guy he was just really into like just the one bed thing. And it was like, oh man, this guy, like he just give us we'll wait. It was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But that guy, yeah, it's I think it was like 5 or 6 at night finally when the room was ready. And like the thing was, like, they had the room. Like Zach had confirmed it that day because he was like, let's make sure there's an ADA room. And then, and so I don't know where it went. It disappeared somewhere. It disappeared.
Well, Impulse actually had an accessible room. And he offered to trade with you. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
is that what happened? Like the Gamers Outreach block had an accessible room, and they just figured, we'll give it to this guy. He looks like he needs it.
They didn't care. Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, because then it was like, okay, I can wait, and that makes it Impulse not have to move and stuff like that. That's right. Jeez, those guys.
Oh well.
Well, solid event. Everybody did fantastic.
Yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very, very
Tons of fun.
Yeah. I want to I can't wait till we can kind of like pick some of the hospitals the carts go to.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm excited I'm excited for that. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
When should we expect to hear from them on that?
I think Gamers Outreach is finally kind of back. They had like a couple days off after that.
No, they deserved it. So yeah, no complaints there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had our event and their Gamers for Giving event as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of events. That's 2 massive events to do simultaneously is crazy.
Well, I got the impression that like Zach was flying back and forth too.
I think
that was his original plan, but the flights fell through. Like, yeah, he was like,
okay.
It turned out that it didn't line up the way he thought it was going to, so he just stayed in Seattle.
Oh, I was wondering it because he was going to take a red eye to Michigan, which apparently they don't have red eyes in the land of castles and tall fuzzy hats, because none of the British people knew what a red eye was.
They'd never heard the term. Yeah.
Did they not have late flights in
That's England.
in England?
Fuzzy hats, castles.
Fuzzy hats and castles.
But apparently, did they not have late flights there?
Seems accurate.
They gotta have overnight flights. I mean, obviously not within the country, but
well, they have
if they're
overnight
going somewhere
trains.
else.
What do they call overnight trains? Maybe they call it a sleeper flight?
I don't know.
It's just a terminology thing. We have all different terminology on stuff.
An overnight train. That sounds very British. An overnight train, and they'll tuck you in nice. I bet. Give you a glass of tea.
Famously, how they drink tea.
Tea.
I want to go to.
I think there are late flights, but they're flying east, so they're not as late as like U.S. going to Europe type flights.
Right.
Because they're flying with the sun rather than against the sun.
But but like for England, maybe they don't have like domestic, like what we call red eye flights, because like their country's not like from point to point, from coast to coast of the United States is about 6.5 hours. Like their country's just not that big, so they don't really must have those long like nighttime flights to get to and fro like that. So maybe that's why.
Could be, yeah.
Tango's just staring at me with this look like you could. Why? I don't know what it is.
Tango's like, I'll show you red eyes.
Yeah, just give me this.
I got your red eye.
Got your red eye right here.
That's funny.
They never seen me before, huh?
Well, now that we're back, can't wait for season 11. No, just kidding.
Don't get started, Scar. Okay.
I love teasing the audience.
I have so much work to do.
Me too.
Gaslighting.
It's only 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, my bad.
Oh, Cobb, I gotta get 2 more episodes done before then. Now nobody's gonna watch them.
I spoiled it. My bad.
Oh, every time we say it, then everybody just goes,
We
"Oh,
talked about this.
won't watch." It's not 2 weeks; it's 1.5.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, what are you working on right now, Tango?
Nice thing.
Nothing. What should I work on?
Want to do a zoo exhibit?
I already got ponied up to do the season 7 thing at Impulse's base, so I got to do that.
Oh,
soon.
that's funny. You got talked into that the other day.
Yeah. They cornered me on a stream. I was like, okay.
And what are you working on?
Oh, I'm working on the skull containment area, man.
Oh, that's right.
Of containment of skull going on right now.
You had the gates built before the event.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe,
Scar.
what are you working on?
Right now, I'm working on some little outbuildings that'll go between my area and B-Dubs' area. Because B-Dubs started building this path, and I've started walking down the path. And, you know B-Dubs is good at what he does, right? But then you go and you start experiencing it, and you start trying to say, okay, so if I wanted to blend my area into this, what steps would I need to take? And then your brain just kind of, like, melts. Because it's like, he put so much thought into the composition of every curve of his path. As you follow it, you're looking at things. He was clearly adding little points of interest and features that your eye would be drawn to as you go down the path. And I'm like, I'm going to have to do 1,000 things to make this even half as good, to make it worth connecting to his path. So that's what I'm doing right now.
I want to see this. Have you guys seen his flock of birds?
It's beautiful.
Flock of what?
Boids.
Come, Tango. Come, take
Flock
flight
of
with
birds.
me.
What type of birds? Flamingos?
Come, take flight.
Can we take the nether?
They're nether birds.
You can take whatever path you want. Nether, are you kidding me, guys?
I don't even know how to get there.
Do you really not fly all that much, Tango? I swear, I don't think... I think I might be the only person who just traverses the actual server via flight. Everyone else just uses the nether. I realize this. I think I'm genuinely one of the only people who just traverse via flight. This is why Scar wins Stat Poker. Oh, gosh. Now, I got lucky when we actually played the real poker game, and I didn't know how to play that and won a bunch of diamonds, which I will never play again because I am a champion and I will not. I will not play again. Okay, where is the flock of birds? Did you find the flock of birds? There they are. There they are. Look at how cool that is. That really does look like a bunch of birds just like leaped off of that top of the cliff there and are flying away. Isn't that cool? Did we lose Tango?
I went through the nether. I'm not sure if he...
Tang Tang! Tang Tang!
Is he up there? No, that's Joe.
Oh man, we really lost Tango.
Did he really go?
Tango!
He got lost somewhere. Tango!
Tang Tang!
Where else would he be?
I don't know why why did I put that hero on there? Tango!
I'm actually genuinely curious.
Wait, he's a bird. He's above the birds. You got to get the effect from a distance, Tango.
Caw and stuff.
Caw. Here, Tango, come down here. Now, I wonder I would like to know from B-Dubs why he chose the warped wood for those. There's got to be a reason. There's a method always to his madness. Now, I think if I had designed him, I would have probably have done like a darker color, but I think it's actually smart to do it the lighter color because it like fades more than say like a dark oak or something. So you'd think like crows or something would be like darker like feathers, but in a distance you gotta think of atmosphere.
He did explain this in his episode.
Oh, he did. Oh,
where he made this.
I watched B-Dubs' videos for sure, definitely. Yep.
100% every time. Yep.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
He did explain it. It was something to that effect.
Okay, that makes sense. This is where I got exiled, Cub.
Really?
You got exiled to beat up space?
Where was it? There's a lava thing under here. Oh, dude, he is gonna get so mad if it. Oh, shoot.
I love that every blade of grass is precious here, and you're just like, no.
Don't even.
B-Dubs, look at this damage.
You're gonna get exile resumed, Scar. You're gonna get 30 million miles the other way.
Think of the grass blocks that are gone.
We can't leave until that's returned to grass, because then he's gonna know it's gonna be a whole thing.
So the other day, we went to Ethos Base and we flapped all his bits. Do you remember?
Dude, I love flapping.
So
we need to do more of that with wind charges.
We need to flap Ethos birds, maybe.
Oh
I'm still curious where. I gotta go to Ethos Base. I gotta find out what his secret base is. I apparently have at his base.
That's true.
Go ahead. Get some wind charges. See if you can flap a bird.
I got them. Here's some wind charges. Grab some windies.
Grab some. Got some. Here we go.
Oh, the render distance.
Oh, I got one.
Some of them are popping.
Oh yeah, you got some.
Yep. Fire
We're the best friends ever.
Oh, they love us, don't they, Tango?
Boop, 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 boop. We're merely animating his birds in flight.
You know, we should check in on Ethos Base and see how much. Oh my god, did I do this too? Oh shoot.
What?
Fixed. Okay, fixed.
Whole base is just
Grass
being
is growing
wrecked.
back too, Scar.
You know what? I think it looks kind of cool because it looks like some of the birds are flying in a different direction. But
Yes, that's what flocks famously do. Flocks fly apart.
You know,
Looks kinda
sometimes
like
there's
a
a
bunch of
rebel in the
floating
group that
cascades.
flies at its own beat of the drum.
Yeah.
Chat, don't tell that. Don't say anything to B-dubs. Joe's still firing.
I'm trying to see if I can flip some of them back.
I finished a build today. Would you guys like to see it?
Yes.
Is this a
Sure.
sheep
Have
farm
you
hidden
found-
in a bush?
Cub, have you found any of the new
Wow.
crazy animals?
I have found a few of them. Yeah. Found some of the new cows and some of the new pigs.
Oh, I forgot there were
How
new.
exciting.
And there's a cool chicken with slick back hair.
The
What?
goth
Like
chicken,
the
as everybody
fawns?
calls it. Yeah.
Exactly, like the fawns. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I gotta find some of those guys. Take
Has
flight.
anybody brought any back yet?
Let's see. I gotta work on this area because this looks bad from B-dubs' base. This little stretch right here. We need to we need to fix that up. That needs to get fixed up. Now if you guys ever need cat therapy, if anybody ever needs cat therapy, you can come here and enjoy the company of a cat.
It's a whole lot of
Oh.
cats.
Yeah, they're nice. They make you feel better.
Why are they all digging like they're sitting in cat litter?
They're just
They're
so
trying to get
excited to
out,
see
but
you,
Scar-
Tanko.
I
Scar
know.
has captured them all. They're trying to get out. They secretly want to leave.
No, they love me. Here, come look at my new build. I'm very proud. Very proud. Look, zombie build. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm really close to being done.
It's Scar's passing gas.
My who and a what? Am I passing gases? What?
Yeah, you're passing gas.
I didn't pass gas.
No, that's the name of the shop.
Oh.
Passing gas. You pass through and you get gas.
I guess. Is that a real gas station name? What? I'm missing something drastic here.
He doesn't remember, Tango. He doesn't remember.
So sad.
Oh,
sad
shoot.
times. Chat. Someone help a guy out.
Joe, what's going on?
You know, I don't know, man.
Could somebody fill me in? I feel like I'm missing something drastic here. You're letting me hang here.
Just disappointment thick in the air.
Chat
Don't
says
you remember
season 8.
season 8?
Is passing gas what those little speed stops for horses were called? I
Big,
blanked on the names of those.
big eye passing gas.
Oh, I blew one of those up.
It had like double puns
What
in
were
it.
you? You're
It was
not
the
allowed to
best thing
smoke at the
ever.
pump, Scar.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I literally kaboomed one of those with a charged creeper that I was getting for grid. Oh my god. Hey, no, what's this? Hey, no, these are all very specifically placed. Oh no. Oh no, I feel what they felt.
Oh,
my
wow.
god.
Yeah, see what goes around comes around. Look at that.
Oh no, those are very specific placed. Oh no.
Are they?
Yes.
Really?
I just passed gas. Oh my god. Careful with the. But look at my dead buildings. It's a zombie apocalypse.
It does
Decrepit.
look good.
Very
It looks
decrepit.
very good.
They still sell pizza though through the
I
apocalypse.
got to figure out Cub how to make like a sign that represents that this was a pizzeria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looks like a mob farm to me.
Don't go too far around the back.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a really
Wait,
cool technique.
did you
other
not
day
do the
to make a
back?
sign.
But you don't need to go back there. It's fine. It doesn't
Oh, now
seem
we have to.
necessary to the.
Oh, another front sider. What is this? Everything nothing but facades.
I got
and smoke's
tired
mirror.
last night. I have a plan for the back. I got tired.
But like, if it is a
Oh my
zoo,
God.
they do have like facades in front of like there'd be like a veterinary clinic back here. Or
Exactly.
something.
That's the whole point. I have a cool idea for the back here.
Uh-huh.
It's a whole thing. It's a back of a house area. Have you ever been to a zoo, Tango?
No, never been.
The,
to
the
zoo.
animals would burn up. Oh,
Really?
there. I don't think they can have zoos in the desert.
I was
right?
gonna say.
You've never been to a zoo?
Look at this golem taking care of business. Look at him.
You've never been to a zoo?
I've been to many as
Okay,
yes.
okay. All right, who's next on the tour? Tango, let's look at your base.
Tango.
Nothing to see.
Cub, let's go to your base. You're next on the list.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna sleep without destroying my storage area. I have a plan, guys. There is a plan for the back. It's gonna be really cool. I explained it in the video. These clouds are so cool. It reminds me of going outside.
Hey, who's been digging this out?
I don't know. Maybe
Someone's been
Grian?
going into-
Gubbity gub 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 gubbity gub 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 gubbity 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 gub 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 gub. Oh, you have gotten a lot done with this.
Yeah, we've gotten a bit done.
What are the buttons? Okay, what are the buttons? I need to push the button.
I love these walls.
Yeah, so the ones with the creaking on it, they shoot the, they turn on the creaking on and off, and the ones with the lodestones, they shoot off fireworks.
You okay there?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Good? Okay. Yeah, so the creaking buttons, these toggle creakings on and off when it comes to night.
Is that
Okay.
Shoot off fireworks.
Ooh.
Usually if there's fireworks in there, there's not any. right now.
Oh.
Oh,
It's in the process of
up.
being
I
built.
know.
I'll
So
show you
sad.
one. Jeez, this one has. Or not. Maybe, you know what? It
Oh,
doesn't.
this guy! What kind of junky firework dealer?
We're
One
here
of these
for
does.
fireworks.
This one probably does. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he's laser rating. Look at that. Look at your squid farm. I love it.
Wait, did it go horizontal?
Yeah, it shoots out horizontal.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
firefly bushes. That's the first I've seen of them.
Wait, where? I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, they're so subtle you barely notice them until nighttime when they come alive.
Wow, that's neat.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did they ever do the thing the B-dubs wanted them to do, or did they not?
What was that?
Oh, to stagger the
Yeah.
lights in them? A little bit it seems, not a whole ton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You also notice the oh, Tango's gonna get hit. Watch this. He's gonna get hit.
I see the
Boom!
laser guy.
Get him.
That's
Ah,
nice.
got him.
Did you notice
I wanted
the
to-
leaves
I
here,
wanted-
Scar? You notice the leaves in the corners of the
I did see
bill?
that. Don't careful with the leaves around Tango. You make it look like you pooped.
Oh yeah.
Ah!
Gotta be careful with that. Gotta be careful with that. So yeah, this is what
they
I'm
added poop
working
to the
on.
game.
This looks really
Yeah,
cool.
to the game.
I like the fences are really cool. I like the tough and the red, and then the pale bark. That's cool.
Yeah, I want to make a like a boat gate underneath here, so you can go in via boat underneath here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd
that'd
be
be
cool.
So I'm kind of waiting on that because I'm not sure how to design that yet, but I'll figure it out.
You know what I just thought would be a fun video? Like when the season's done, you know, in a week and a half. It would be cool to have like a video that was cameras from the same exact point. Like, here's the seed, the default seed, day one when we started, and then do like a horizontal slide transition kind of thing, and then it shows what became of that area. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
And then just
You
do
can
that for
ask-
all over the base.
I did
Done
that.
that
I was gonna say,
in
All over
Tango.
all over the server.
I did
One
that.
way
in
that I've
season
done that-
settings. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done
Okay,
that.
so it's been done 1,000 times.
But-
All
Oh
right,
my
fine,
god.
fine.
No, but Tango,
no, it's a good idea,
you
though.
can do better. You can do it better.
Nobody's done it for a
No.
long time, and you should do
Yeah,
it, Tango.
fresh original idea.
No, it's an
yeah.
original.
Tango.
Oh,
But here's the thing, Tango, is you can take a course in replay mod and have it fly through the original seed and then fly through the end
Right,
of the game
right,
at
right,
the same
right.
speed and have the transition be while it's in motion. That's
That would
where
be
it's
cool.
really cool.
That would be cool.
I did that a few seasons back, and 4K video wasn't quite there yet, so it'd look even better now if we did it.
well, with YouTube's new compression, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's.
What is the deal? Sound like Jerry Seinfeld. What is the
Yeah.
deal? What is the deal with YouTube and their compression lately? What are they doing to us out there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you guys
don't know.
seen how bad 1080 looks on
Oh,
YouTube
you know
right
what
now?
I just realized. Hang on.
What?
Ah, it works. Let's go.
Whoa.
And then I go on. And then, nope. That's the wrong one. Nope, that's the wrong one again.
What's happening? You trying to light the fire or something?
Yep. Hey, there we go.
Yay.
It only
Cub
took
fan
10
calls
rounds.
for aid.
Well, this looks good, Cub. This really like ties everything together with the walls and stuff like that. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll. Yeah, I still have a lot to do on the skulk thing. I want to basically make it so that there's catalysts everywhere in the skulk, so that way there's like bubbles of, or the, what do they call it? Charges of skulk that can like travel throughout the whole base. So it's gonna be like a bubbling inferno of skulk.
That'd be cool. This area is really nice. You have, Ethos, Pearls, yours, Tango's. This little bay is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a bridge coming soon over there between Pearls and mine.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, who's doing
Maybe
that?
like a little S-shaped bridge. Yeah, we're both gonna do like half of it, I think.
Nice.
Nice.
That should be
Now
really
we
fun.
go see Etho! Yay, Etho!
I gotta go see what.
Etho!
Scar?
Etho! I hear him.
Etho.
Scar!
Etho, we're doing a little tour around the server on stream here. Hello.
Okay.
I see everything.
Put the wind charges away, Scar. Put the wind charges away right now.
Ethan,
I
what
logged
was
on
the,
the other day. He flipped every single trap door at my base. Every one.
I mean, it was a team effort.
For no reason. Like, there was no satisfaction gained. I wasn't around when he did it. He just did it too.
There's satisfaction.
trouble.
There's it's very satisfying, right, Tango?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was not part of
my
that
God.
horrible event.
Oh my. Etho, what are you working on?
I just built a kelp farm.
Oh, really?
I saw you working on this.
You want
yeah.
some kelp? I got all the kelp in the world.
Show us.
Is this
Show us.
Korean?
Is this where the secret base was, Etho? Because I'm not actually sure what that was.
It looked like that.
Fancy.
It's a bone mealificator.
Mm-hmm. Super fast one too.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. It's all decorative and stuff. That's what's so cool about you redstoners these days. You're very decorative with your redstones. Very nice.
I don't have it going anywhere
turn
right
it
now.
off. It's on forever now.
It runs for like 2 minutes, then it shuts off.
Okay. That's a whole lot of kelp.
That's a lot of kelp, yeah.
Yeah, if you need kelp, Scar,
I want to go inside.
that's not recommended.
Whoa, where does this go, Etho? Oh my god,
goes
this
right
is
by-
wild down here.
He's in the noodles.
Goes right by a Cub's secret base, actually.
Okay, I might be drowning. Okay, I'm out.
I'm curious about the secret base. I don't even remember this.
Would anybody be so kind enough to
I think
send me
it's
an ender pearl?
yours.
How can I toss that? Yeah, Scar, I got an ender pearl right here for you, bud.
Thank you for the nerf
Careful.
pearl.
You got.
Oh boy,
Careful with the water, by the way.
I'm not sure where it went.
Get it?
Can you throw me another one? I'm getting a lot of kelp
Sure.
here.
There it is. Your inventory is full.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Yay.
Hey.
All right, where can I deposit all this kelp?
Joe, you need some kelp?
I'm actually good, but thank you.
It's not in as high demand as I thought it would be.
No, not so much.
Do you guys miss the permits?
I have mixed feelings on the permits. I like them, but I hate
Tell me
them
more.
too.
Tell me more, Ethan.
Well, they did get people to do shops and stuff, which I
Uh-huh.
think was good. I think the diamond permits were actually really good. It's the gold and the other ones that we maybe didn't need.
But you just miss the vibes.
I feel like we needed more
the tears.
carrots, fewer sticks.
Fewer sticks. What?
Yeah, I felt like the permit office was all about penalizing people who didn't comply and not
Control
rewarding
Q?
people who did.
That's true.
Like, if it was more positive, like, the King Ren thing, where Ren is encouraging people to improve the shopping district with like a scoreboard and fun things. I feel like the permit
didn't know
office could have
about
gone
that.
that way more.
Well, you know what, Joe? Like
Oh, no.
it's chaos
Oh,
right now.
no.
You're free to do what you want with
Yeah.
the shopping district now.
I
Yeah.
will say,
I-
since the permits went down, no new shops opened up in the shopping district.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I heard there was even a theft. No, I just made that
Really?
up. But you never know.
Well, somebody did steal all of Cleo's books, but that was from the other side.
I want to investigate.
Who was
this, by
that?
the way.
Yeah.
What happened to those books?
I mean, look, I fully admit I blew up the ship and would have blown up the ship regardless of if the books were there or not. But it wasn't me who took the books. I'm just saying.
Someone
Cleo
stole from
knows who
Cleo?
took. Cleo knows who took the books and is waiting to deal with that. I think at the appropriate time. So I don't want to step on.
Oh,
any
okay.
toes.
So Cleo knows.
Cleo
okay.
knows, and Cleo is, yeah.
Okay, good. I'll look forward to that. That'll be fun. Now, Etho,
Yeah.
did you ever get to watch any of the charity stream on the weekend?
So I caught like an hour or two of it live, and then I went back and watched some VODs.
Okay, what did you think,
Okay.
Etho? You always give good feedback.
I thought it was a good time, yeah.
Good, good. How would you
Yeah.
improve it, Etho?
I think my favorite part was when Tango got shocked.
Mm.
That one, I felt it, you know, that was like from his
That was
soul,
rough.
like,
That
deep
was
down.
rough.
Yep. I liked the disguise game. I liked the boy, I'm blanking a bit now. What else
No
did
pressure. Russell's staring at you.
There was mystery. There was Permit Master. There was Hot.
Oh yeah, I
Ones.
saw the mystery hermit thing. I thought that was a cool idea, like where you have to
Yep.
guess who was
Yeah.
who. I knew it was Azuma because he practiced the boat road stuff a lot.
I thought it was
Oh, did he?
false. I thought it was false. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we
that was
all
a
thought
tricky
it was
one. I
false.
didn't get it till the boat part, and it's like
The boat part,
oh,
okay.
okay,
Mm.
yeah.
What about the redstone when he started with such confidence and gusto?
I actually missed that part.
Okay, yeah, because when he did the redstone door, I think Jem said make a 3x3 door, and he started with just this like confidence and he was like dropping all these blocks and all these weird orientations, and then he just froze,
I would not be able to
froze
make
in
a 3x3
place.
door on the spot.
And
The thing with redstone is like once there's some pressure, it becomes infinitely more difficult.
It's impossible. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it at your own free time, you know.
We were
I
backstage
see.
and Tango said the redstone was one of them, so I was like, okay, what's something I can come up with? I think I probably would have done like a simple like comparator thing, like a smart
Oh.
dropper or something.
Wait,
Yeah.
was he allowed to choose what he wanted to do?
No.
Oh, I guess they-
yeah,
you-
yeah.
No,
Well, I don't
Jem,
know.
Oh.
Did they?
no,
Jem
Jem
gave him a
said
command?
build a
Okay.
door.
Jim said, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Jimmy played Frogger.
I
Ooh.
saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked and that looked like he had fun.
Yeah, it looked
He's
like
got the top score, I think, still.
Was he really? Let's go.
Yeah.
That's big.
you know, there was somebody who had a top score that
I gave him some tips for it.
got their
Tried to
time
teach him
in
the
right
pattern.
before
I think
the
He
midnight.
started to get it.
Jimmy's got some skills. I could tell like he would pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
He's a gamer. Yeah.
He gaming.
Mhm.
Well, that's good, Etho. Any other feedback, Etho? Any memorable moments? Because you have a viewing perspective. Like you saw it from a viewing perspective.
Etho, did you
It was
happen to
very
catch,
scattered for me though.
Yeah.
Did you happen to catch Skiz's interpretation of your setup, your Minecraft setup?
No.
I didn't see that.
Was that
So
in the
in-
building game or what?
In Guess the Build, one of the prompts was, I think it was Etho's, like the tissue box that you use.
Uh-huh.
And Skiz tried to draw it, but I don't really even know what it was, but I guessed keyboard dust. And then Jim had to go off of that. It had to draw keyboard dust. So
Okay, I saw that part of it.
okay,
I must
okay.
have missed the very beginning.
Wasn't it a
Okay.
funeral or something like that? Like a funeral for Ethos?
Yeah, a
Tissue
funeral for
box?
Ethos tissue box. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
When you think
I
about
saw Cub Ross. I thought that was good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
it, and if you really think too long and hard
artistic.
about what keyboard dust is, it gets gross because you realize it's probably just dead skin from your hands.
Oh, that's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it dust for you guys though? Because mine's more like a slime.
Ooh. I got
You might need to wash your hands more frequently. Or
I
not
mean,
with the
I
keyboard.
wash it quite often, but it like deposits a layer of film,
What?
and I have to scrape it off every once in a while because it's so gross.
That is so disgusting.
No,
I have
it's not the problem.
It's like a mix of sweat and skin and I don't know what else.
That tissue box has got to be the nastiest thing.
Jeez.
Not the tissue box.
10 years of slime on it.
Mostly my mouse. My mouse. It gets
Well,
a little gross.
if that starts moving on its own, then you got
Yeah.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to put it in a maze and test it at that point.
Yep.
You guys don't get the film?
Happening?
I don't know what film you're talking.
I don't know what.
You
Yeah.
get the crud on mice that you have to like scrape off, but not on the
Yeah, that's what
keyboard.
I'm talking about. The
You're talking
crud.
about
The-
that?
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
phrased
I know
it
what
like
you're saying.
it's just like some
Slime,
jello.
though, makes it
Like
sound wet. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
oh,
wet.
It's
God.
not wet. It's like hardened a little bit, but it's like soft, right?
Hardened but soft.
Consistency of like silicone, I would say.
I like
can't-
how
I
we've
can't
all
say I've
backed
ever had
10
any
feet away from
experience
you
with that
after
type of
story.
The circle's just gonna keep getting bigger.
yeah. All right. Well,
I don't think this is a unique to me situation. I think everybody does this.
does it have
No,
a name?
I know I get
Like the
crud
goo
on
monster?
mice. His description is just wrong, though. It's just like a gray dust. Yeah.
I do appreciate you being brave enough to volunteer this information, though, Etho. This is
Yeah, you were-
quite.
Enhanced our experience here hanging out with Scar today.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys don't want to admit it, that's fine. I'll be the one that sticks my neck out.
I'm looking at my mouse. I don't know. I do. I'm a little.
It's
paranoid.
like a slow buildup that happens over time, and you got to scrape it off. Otherwise, it's
Okay.
gross.
Okay. That I can understand. But the way you phrased it originally was, whew.
Yeah, slime is not the word I would use, but anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it starts off as like a slime, and then it hardens.
Does it?
Because like it's one of those things, like if it gradually accumulates over the course of years, it doesn't really start off as like a slime. It, you know what I mean? Like when you say that, it sounds like you drop jello on it.
So sweat comes from your fingers. It's like on the mouse, and as you're pressing on the mouse, it kind of squirts to the side, and it builds up on the side.
Okay,
How much are
all
you
right. This
sweating?
is getting worse at this point. It's squirting.
It's near your scroll wheel, right,
choice
Tango?
is just
How
like
much
there's
volume do you
slime,
have
it's
where it needs to be
squirting.
like that? Oh my god.
It's tiny, fractionate amounts, but over
Okay,
time,
but the way
it
you phrase it
happens.
at first, it's like, what is happening? Like, what is going on? Oh god. Okay. Well.
Well, I am a YouTuber. I have to exaggerate a bit, Scar. For
Okay,
it to
true.
Sound
Now-
more interesting.
True. Okay.
But
Now, how often do you guys clean your keyboards with alcohol and mouse?
Depends on how often I spill stuff
Alcohol?
on them. I
How
spill
often I
stuff
squirt.
often enough. Yeah.
But, like, you know, I at least every week, you know, get in there with the disinfectant wipes, a little spray of some rubbing alcohol, really scrub hard.
Every once in a while. I don't know about every week, but yeah. Every,
if I
at
see
least once a month.
dust, it's time to do something.
Okay.
I will say that's not an insane thing to do. At one of my old day jobs where I was the computer person who did everything from like running cables to designing databases to swapping out keyboards, I would wipe down the keyboards with Lysol wipes when we like had an employee leave and then gave the keyboard to a new employee.
Oh, that's good. That's considerate.
Yeah, that's nice.
But like I wouldn't sit there and wipe my own keyboard every Friday at the end of the week. It would just be one of those things like, oh hey, we're handing this tech to somebody else. Let's wipe everything down.
Unless you got a slime buildup, right? Then you
Which wasn't a problem.
Squirting slime. Yeah.
squirting slime. Whenever you press down the buttons, it kind of
Right.
squirts.
It just squirts to the side. Yeah.
Scar, have you
I
seen
don't
the
get it as
film
much on the
Repo, the
keyboard.
Genetic
I don't know why the
Opera?
mouse
Because apparently your
gets
chat
more.
won't shut up about it. It's one of my favorite films. It's Paris Hilton's greatest appearance on screen.
Who?
Repo, the Genetic Opera. It has Anthony Stewart Head as this repo guy who repossesses organs, and Paris Hilton plays a spoiled brat.
Wow. Dude, I put a repo man in jail once.
Really?
He was he was a peeping Tom that moonlighted as a peeping Tom while he was on break during his repoing.
So he was not a repo man, he was a peepo man.
Yeah, well, he was taking on his breaks from repoing cars.
thing.
He would go into the
Repo,
backyards
peepo.
of my neighborhood and look in the windows.
Wow.
And I took him down.
Not cool.
I brought justice to the neighborhood.
Good job, Justice Manscar.
I did. It turned out that this gentleman had a prior conviction. He was currently awaiting trial on his other one, and now he had another case of it. He's just a serial peeper. Took him down. What's going on over here, guys?
You blocked my pearl!
That perfect timing.
What's down there?
How did you do that?
I knew you were about to throw it.
Is he okay down there?
I don't know. I'm giving him more ender pearls just in case.
Is this
Why is
is
that
this your
there?
stasis chamber, Etho?
I don't know what this was from.
Wait, is this Cub's base?
Did you guys reveal like your hiding spots yet?
I'm going to in my
Yeah.
next episode. I have such a good pearl spot.
Where is this secret cub base you were talking about?
Yeah, where is this?
Intrigued.
Yeah, let's see that.
Is this
follow,
the cub?
follow?
Okay.
My bad.
Tip
I did not have a
$3.
bed. I had a
Speaking
respawn
of
anchor in
Repo
the-
gigs is
in the mail
requesting your
network.
presence for Repo ATM.
Oh,
Just a
that's
minute,
nice.
guys. We're hearing about Etho's gel ooze.
Squirting.
Squirting. Tell the repo guys we are getting deep Etho lore about his squirting ooze. Those words exactly.
So Cubby, I think
Man, you guys are making quick-
made a couple
quick time.
misleading ones here as well.
What?
Me?
I think.
Why do you think it's Cub?
I don't think I did this.
Wait, is this the secret base?
Over here.
Oh, this is
Oh.
100% Cub.
This is so Cub, right?
This is so Cub.
Wow.
This is more Cub than anything did Cub.
I've never
Busted.
seen this place in my life.
I like
Right.
this. This is
Oh,
nice.
sure.
I legitimately have never seen this before.
This is really
It's even
nice,
got a bat
actually.
in it. This is like your bat cave.
Can you name bats to keep them forever?
This is kind of nice, though. I'll take credit for it, though. I don't know who did. This is not me, though.
Wait, I'm
Cub
getting
doesn't
chat,
really lie, so maybe it wasn't Cub.
Chat is saying this is Joel's base.
Really?
Could be. There's honeycomb around here.
Honey,
He
honey,
does like
honey.
Oh, honey, on the
That's a
walls.
bit of a
yeah.
giveaway. Yeah.
But why?
Joel have a base here though. Like I know
that's
Cub did like
strange.
hidden bases.
Yeah, I had a hidden Cub base at my base. I just dropped it on his base a while back.
He did.
It,
yeah.
it would be appropriate for Joel to make a secret base in his little fanboy lair too. Yeah.
Mhm. Could be. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. It's not mine though. Yeah.
All right.
Is there more
I'm
stuff
surprised.
behind the walls?
I thought for sure that was yours, Cub.
Wait, I found more stuff. Oh, never mind.
It's a cave.
Oh, yep.
Interesting. Well, we'll find all sorts of interesting treasures in your base, Ether.
I think I did. I did
Mhm.
find something down here though at one point. It was not
Yeah,
that.
there's stuff over here.
Ether, when we were here recently stealing your diorite, it was for B-dubs. It's okay.
For a good cause.
We got confused. How
stole
does the
my
storage
diorite?
system work again?
May have broken part of it.
Oh, is it you that broke it? I was wondering why I was clicking.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it
no,
was-
no, no.
Yeah, it was Tango.
Wait, what?
I don't know if I should show you how it works because if you're stealing stuff, then you'll know where to steal stuff.
Never mind. It was Skiz. It was Skiz. Remember Tango was Skiz the whole time?
Yeah, it's totally skiz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the barrels are like partially filled shulkers. The chest is fully filled shulkers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Ether,
Yeah.
did you know that Ren has Skiz has a crush on Ren?
Okay. Interesting.
Cub was here, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew it.
What
Oh,
kind
is
of
that a
crush?
sign?
Yeah.
Oh, that one was me. Yeah.
He owns up. Chamber pot. Chamber potty though? Really?
Where?
What?
Oh, that's my box when I go chamber hunting.
Oh, the trial
Yeah,
chamber.
you
Trial
know how you get like a
chambers.
million different things in your inventory. This lets me like put a bunch of them away.
Do you know what a chamber
fine.
pot is?
Clever.
Yeah, it's my shulker box for the chamber hunting.
No bundle though.
Okay.
No bundle. You gotta get those bundles in there, Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
Helps out with the chamber stuff.
Yep. Trial chambers.
I wish I never record my best moments ever. Ethan, when you rescued me in that trial chamber, it was just, I was so like legitimately frustrated that I didn't even hit record. But in hindsight, you like finding me in that amethyst, just completely naked, nothing, no
so
gear.
Helpless in that moment.
So hopeless. That was rough. Chat, for reference, I died like multiple times in a death loop in a trial chamber, and then I fell into an amethyst and couldn't get out, and I had no gear. And I had and either had to travel like 4,000 blocks to find me and then kill me so I could get out
his
of there.
gear was on the ground despawning, and it's like you couldn't do anything without losing. It was like your final set of gear too or something, right?
Yeah, it was rough. I had no gear, nothing, and I was trapped in an amethyst with no way of getting out.
Gar, what happened today with the zombie?
That zombie took advantage of a moment of weakness, and it was rough.
Okay, you didn't respawn in the wall again, though, right? Or last time that happened?
No, but Green did kill the zombie eventually. Otherwise, I think I would have just been an endless death loop. Good.
Because I got the 4 and I was getting concerned. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. The Joe, there's another funny thing. When I gave you your party for your 1000th episode, and I was trying to lure you into the bunker. The heck?
You got a real shulker up here?
Yeah, it's my crafter.
Shulker. Oh my gosh, it makes that sound?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you know you get the shulker boxes.
But my gear...
You were saying about the party?
When I lost all my gear when I died and I went back in there, I watched all the gear just disappear. Like, if all my gear is on this block, I'm walking towards it, and I am like 1 second from it sucking up into my inventory by walking over it, and it despawns right in front of me.
Oh no.
Oh, that's always the worst feeling.
Like, it just disappeared like a whole, because it was all contained in one block where it died in that little tube, and it just disappeared right in front of my eyes. I was like, oh my god.
Oh no.
Ooh. Well, I did appreciate that party, Scar. That was actually really fun.
That's the biggest Looney Tunes moment on Hermitcraft in my experience ever.
Yeah, which I'm glad, like, people are like, oh man, you can't script stuff like this. And I'm like, I'm glad we don't have to try. That would put so much pressure on us.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that we could just, you invite me to this thing and I'm like, I think this is going to be a trap and this is going to ruin my night. But you know what? Let's do it anyway. Let's just go for it and see what happens. And then it's amazing.
That was one of the funniest things I've seen live.
Oh, I'm so glad that I like, my gut was just like, just keep flying. Don't go. It was like thousands of blocks away from where I was, but I was like, oh, I'm sure he worked hard on it. I'll go.
Well, that's the problem, Joe. I had all my resources on me, and I was going to make up a big old like balloon pile, like a giant balloon pile, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But Doc reset the trap again in the bunker, and I thought it was diffused because he had already gotten me, and he had already gotten Skiz, and he reset it again, and it got me again. I was like, so I lost all my stuff that time, and then I lost my backup gear. It was a freaking disaster.
I gotta say though, Scar, as much as you're like, I'm so sorry about this terrible stack of balloons or whatever, the balloons that you made with like 15 blocks was the most volumetrically pleasing, visually amazing, small number of balloons. It was a very beautiful clump of balloons that felt like it was real. It was the culmination of over a decade of working in Minecraft that you could scrap that together. It's still just like, man, if you gave me 3 hours and said, for Permit Master, Joe, you have 3 hours to make the best clump of balloons with these 20 blocks, go. I would fail so hard compared to that. You okay, bud?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sounds so convincing.
He's doing just fine. Just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when I have my chronic cough, like, it's kind of the same way where it's like, I just need to struggle through it and I'll be okay.
I already did my inhaler today, so it's like, I can only do it every 6 hours. Well, I'm at 3 hours and a half. I probably actually should end the stream. Oh my god. Ugh.
Well, thanks for hanging out, Scar. This
is fun. Thank you guys.
See you, Scar.
Bye. Make sure you clean your keyboards and mouses for me. I can provide.
Extra.
You always know that I have hand sanitizer, alcohol wipes, and Clorox wipes on me at all times.
That's true. That's true.
Bye, Etho.
Jerk.
How do we actually leave? I should have paid more attention.
Oh, poor Etho. Today's been so wild that I really should open the gift from Triple Cosplay, who built these snails for the charity auction. And this apparently was commissioned by the mod team. So this was commissioned by the mod team. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the big cam here. Let's go big cam. Let's go big cam. Let's open this up together. All right. Going full screen. Oh, of course we're going full screen. The other one's open. I think somebody opened it at the event and looked in it. All right. So once again, this is from Triple Cosplay, and this is from the mod team and Triple Cosplay. This has to be a troll. Like, genuinely, I can just absolutely guarantee you that this has to be a troll. The mods have been on a trolling streak lately. A little bit of ASMR. Man, there's a lot of paper. Oh my god. I just got like a face full of Stitch. Oh my gosh. It is my worst nightmare of all time. It is both a magenta glazed terracotta block with a Stitch face. Oh my gosh. This will go right on top of my other one. Look at that. Oh, that's oh my. You know, I can't be too mad because it's got the cool logo at the top, but oh man. It just like it so encapsulizes my least favorite things ever. It's even like a shade of one of my least favorite colors of all time too. Oh. Oh my gosh. That Stitch face there is it's just like it's genuinely pain. It's like genuine pain. Oh, it's really well done. I gotta give the Triple like very well done. It's well done, mods. Well done, Triple. You little trolls. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, that's going up on the shelf too. That's going up there. It's my two little blocks now. They have little friends. They control me from above here. They control me. They control me up here. Oh, that's funny. Now we got the other box. Let's open the other box. So this one is from Triple Cosplay. Like I said, I think somebody opened this one at the event. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, the Gamers Outreach logo on the top too. Ah, this is super cool. We passed out. My dad was in charge of passing out the little orange snails to people. They really liked them. I was like, will you be in charge of this? And he's like, I got this. And he passed out all the orange snails to people. Oh man, that's so cool. The Gamers Outreach logo, the Scar logo, and of course, the jelly crown on the back. That's super cool. Let me show it better for you guys to see on the camera. I never know how this camera decides to focus and what it focuses on. But yeah, that is super, super cool. And I'm just gonna cast these things off. Put this up in the prominent spot right there. Nice little prominent spot right up here next to my MCC coin. You guys can't see it, but my shelf up there where I have my Darth Vader lightsaber, I have my MCC coins. But yeah, this is cool. This is such a fun little memento for the big event and stuff like that. This is really cool. Yeah, that is super, super, super cool. And you know, this is cool too. But that's cool. But guys, thank you so much for coming out today. I would have played Repo, but I'm like 3 hours in, so I'm getting a little bit tired. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming out today, and hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of recap on the charity event. And it was super fun, and it was it's always such an honor to be able to do something like that, and your reception to it was absolutely incredible. So thank you. And none of this ever would be possible without you. And I want to say something here, like this is a little bit behind the scenes, but it's like whenever we do these events, the like people from the charities or from like the studios or whatever are always so shocked. Like the Hermitcraft community is such a powerful force of good, decent humans that it's always like, wow. It's always so interesting to see people's reaction of wow, they are the community. Your community is fantastic. It's like we've worked very hard to cultivate an amazing community, and we're so freaking proud of having such an amazing audience that watches our content. It just makes us super happy. And the amount of nice things that we hear from the charity or this or that about the viewers is always incredible. You could go back to even TwitchCon, and the production team behind the panel was dude, that was the funnest freaking panel of the weekend. Everybody in the audience was so fun and polite and just really into it. To the meet and greet crew, was wow, they all just got in line. They were super nice and they were super polite, and these are stories that we hear all the time, and that's always yeah, the community, our community is awesome. They're super fantastic. But yeah, that's something cool. Just as a thank you to you, is we hear that so many times, from the meet and greet crew to the panel crews to Gamers Outreach to Mojang to all these groups, and they always have nothing but nice things to say about you guys, which is just wonderful. That's why I always say best community on the internet. And your guys' generosity, not only just to us always, and is to the charity. And it's nice that as a community, we've had such an impact on Gamers Outreach, and how many carts we've been able to deploy, how we were able to allow them to fund their brand new cart design, which made it so much easier for them to send carts around the world. And yeah, it's cool. You all should be extremely proud of what you were able to accomplish by supporting and donating this stream. The first stream really allowed them to create the new cart that they have now. That makes it so much easier for them to transport these carts around the world, because prior to that, the carts had to be on a pallet. So it was one cart on a pallet. Now they can box them up, and it can be easily sent out throughout the world. So massive thank you as always. You guys are the absolute best, and thank you so much for your support. And yeah, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I am off. Scar is tired. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.